An ad play at the start of my stream. The fucking nerve. Can you imagine that, chat? Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night. Hello Goblin! I saw you in the chat. It's so nice to see you. How you doing? Hello Skinner. Lovely, lovely people here. We're gonna be working on a commission today, as we usually do. We're gonna be doing the emote pack for Mr. Lombax tonight. We have them all sketched out. He told me which ones he preferred out of the emotes. So we have this little pet emote that we're gonna be doing. We've also got the bonk emote, the wave emote, this kek one. I don't know what this is. I think we discovered it last week, but I've forgotten. And also this hug emote. So we're gonna go through and do some more refined line art. I am gonna open some old commissions, some old emotes that I had done for someone named Skylar, just because I haven't done emotes in such a long time. I don't actually remember my general, like, formula for, like, making them. Oops, did not mean to do that. So what I want to do is at least get the brush size the same. That way they kind of look pretty alright together. I think up one is fine. Alright. Do you guys like my Professor Layton music? I might have to change it because it's got ads playing. I get a little bit tired of the Sonic playlist, or like being the only thing that we play, but also it's very difficult to find like hours upon hours long lo-fi content that doesn't have any ads in it, so we'll try this Silent Hill one. I think this Silent Hill one will be better. I used to use this one quite religiously. Alright, there we go, we're all set up. So, I was supposed to take more photos of my Etsy products today. Some of you, if you're in the Discord server, you'll know I have a product launch happening soon. I'm hoping it'll be the end of this week. And I took most of the new pictures that I needed yesterday, but I didn't have enough time to take all of the new pictures. So I was supposed to take more today, but it was gloomy all day. The sun never came through. And I rely on like the sun and also the light in my studio. I have two light sources when I'm taking my photos. And it just didn't come out today. I don't know what it was. So I had to put off taking my photos. Yeah, don't worry. It'll still happen this week. It'll still happen this week. I just need to take my photos either tomorrow or on Wednesday so that it's ready for like Saturday. I was also supposed to get a call from my insurance company today for like my income protection, but they never called me, so now I'm a bit worried. And like I can't call them because I'm in the middle of changing like phone providers and they've fucked me up really, really bad. So I've been unable to contact anyone through like a phone call unless they're calling me for the past, I think, 3 weeks now. So it's been really bad, but, sorry, I'm just tying up my hair really quick. So I was expecting a call from them, but they didn't call. They just sent me, like, an email asking for some documents, which was a bit concerning because the phone call was supposed to determine whether or not I would still be eligible for payments at the end of June, or whether or not, like, this next payment that I get will be my last payment, so that was very concerning. But from the email, it looks like I'm gonna continue getting payments, which is nice. What else happened today? My cat was obsessed with getting into the foyer. I don't know why. My partner joked that, like, my cat saw him leave through the front door this morning, and so when he was begging me to go out the front door, he was looking for my partner, which, I know he said it as a joke, but, like, I would believe that. Otherwise, pretty chill day, pretty chill day. I got some commission work done off-stream, just for some people who have been waiting, like, upwards of 2 weeks for their commission. And yeah, just very, very chill day, getting some social media stuff done, and now we're here. I also finally caught up, oh my god, I finally caught up with the Saberspark allegations. I knew that Saberspark had been accused of something, but I didn't know what it was, I didn't know the context around it, I didn't know, like, the documents or anything, I didn't know that he had responded. I finally caught up with all of that today. Oh my god, that is buck wild. That is quite the story, I gotta say. It was a lot to go through. And very surprising that, like, Saber and the person who made the video on him, what's her name? I love Kim Possible a lot, I think was her name. They both kept the person who accused Saber anonymous, but now the person who accused Saber, like, their identity has been leaked, and all I can say is, of course, it's that person. Silv, good to see you. What happened? Oh, nothing much. I had a pretty chill day. Couldn't take the photos that I needed to take today. My cat was obsessed with leaving the house and, like, sniffing the main foyer that we're on. And I finally caught up with the Saberspark allegations. Which was a lot. There was, like, because I knew that he had been accused of something, and I found a re-upload of the video where the accusations came out. And, like, I swear to God, 3/4 of that video isn't even about him. It's about some other guy. And I'm like, wait, are you serious? Like, this was supposed to be... And, like, his name was in the title. I think the name of the video was, What Ruined Saberspark. But, like, I shit you not, only 1/4 of the video was actually about Saberspark. The rest of it was about some other dude named, I think it was, like, DA Games or something like that. It was wild. What were the allegations? Well, at first the allegations were that he was still employing someone who had quote-unquote sexually harassed this other person called I Love Kim Possible a lot. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, because her story, she goes to so many different lengths, but this guy named Chris used to be one of Kim Possible's, or one of KP's, like, editors. And they were so close that he had represented her at a convention one time. And then there was a time where they went to a convention together, they shared a room, and apparently this guy had told some other guys that he was seeing at the convention that he had, like, relieved himself, I guess, like, you know, took care of his other head, in the bathroom of their hotel room. And after he had, you know, released, he had fallen off the toilet seat and, like, onto the floor. And apparently KP's dirty clothes were on the floor and he fell face first into her underwear. And KP says that him telling people this story is a form of sexual harassment and, like, sexualizing her, which it's gotta feel really gross and really icky. I don't know if I would call it sexual harassment, but it's definitely really, really gross and terrible and, like, ill. So the original Saberspark allegation was that after this guy had, like, left KP's team, he went to work for a guy named DA Games, and then after that, Saberspark. And KP was basically upset that even though what this guy Chris did to her happened almost 10 years ago, and well, not 10 years ago, like 8 years ago or something, and he apologized to her for it. She was upset that Saberspark still had this guy employed, and was basically saying that Saberspark should fire him over the joke that he made like 8 years ago. That was the first bit of allegations. And then later on in the video, some anonymous person who their identity has been revealed at this point, decided to make a statement saying that Saberspark had raped and sexually violated her at a convention 10 years ago. And all it was victim testimony, which I want to believe people like this, especially because when I came out about, obviously I was not raped, but when I came out about my, let's call it like sexual misconduct, obviously all I had was screenshots to prove that I was in Finland and like messages that I had sent my friend, now partner, at the time that it had happened. And that's not a lot of evidence, you know? But, like, this girl had nothing. No screenshots of text messages, no photos to prove that she had actually met Saberspark, although apparently they had actually met and that proof does exist. But, like, all it was, oh my god, I was a fan of him, and he said that we shouldn't be in a relationship, and then he like invited me to his hotel room and pushed me on the bed and like assaulted me. And it sounds horrible. It really does sound horrible. But it's not been proven false, but like Saberspark has come out and been like, that never happened. And I quite frankly don't know who to believe. What did DA Games do? Okay, so that was a whole other thing. Now, like, I don't know who DA Games is. I'm gonna be so honest, I have no idea who DA Games is. But apparently, like, Chris, the person who had made this, like, sexual story about Kim Possible's underwear, worked for DA Games after he left KP's team. And his community allegedly had a lot of, like, pedophiles and, like, groomers around children. That part of the story, I don't really want to comment on too much because it does look like it has some weight to it. Like, it does look like there is substantial evidence to kind of show that the people behind DA Games, or the person, I don't know who it is, has, like, kind of been ignorant to the fact that there are people preying on the kids in his community. So that should definitely be looked into. The Saberspark stuff, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just... I'm debating whether or not I, like, mention who the person that came out with the allegations is, because both Saber and KP left them anonymous. It wasn't until a couple days ago that their identity was revealed. But I think knowing who it is also has kind of made me a little bit biased against the claims. You know what I mean? Sounds made up to me. Yeah, it's... The problem is, it happened allegedly 8 years ago, so there's no way for certain that we can say it definitely did or definitely didn't. There's no proof that it did or did not happen. It's literally just Saberspark's word against this woman. And again, unfortunately, I'm a little more inclined to believe Saberspark this time, just because of who the woman accusing him is. And that sounds absolutely terrible to say. But she's proven herself to be quite controversial. Actually, I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna really quickly see if she's made, like, a statement. First of all, I want to see if she's on Bluesky. I don't think she is. I think she's exclusively on, like, Twitter and Instagram. She is on Bluesky. Okay, let me have a look, see if she's made, like, a statement on what's happened recently. It looks like she has not, at least not on her Bluesky. It was only, if I check my thing correctly, if I check the main video covering it, like the date that was uploaded, I'm pretty sure it was only revealed like a couple days ago who this person was. Two days ago. Yeah, only 2 days ago was the identity of the person coming out against him revealed. Maybe she put something on her Twitter. I can't find her Twitter, actually. Did she disable it? Or maybe it's private. Oh, yeah, I did find it. It's it's... Never mind. I'm trying so hard. Okay, nah. She hasn't made a statement or anything like that. She's trying to like keep it buried, which is reasonable. Which is reasonable. Hello, Owen. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about we're talking about lovely wholesome stuff like sexual assault allegations. How are you doing? There we go. And see, at first I was like, oh, I want to believe this person. And then later on I found out who it was and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, but you have a track record of not being completely honest and just generally not a great person from what I've heard. And then I saw the, like, the DMs between KP, the person who made the Saberspark video, and this person. And honestly, I don't think this person was malicious. Honestly, I think she might have been taken advantage of by KP and the other person on this video, like that made the video with KP. But yeah, that's what I finally got caught up on because I knew that it was happening. I just didn't have time to like really sit down and like actually have a look at it. Hope you're doing well. We're doing lovely today. Yummy drama. It was it was definitely a wild ride. It was definitely a wild ride. I feel like the boy who cried wolf situation. Almost. So I feel like I can't really talk about it anymore without like kind of diving into the identity of this person. So the person who accused Saberspark is Emu Emmy. People who are prevalent in the Sonic community might know who she is. She is also really big in the My Little Pony community, apparently, or at least she was. Emmy Jones, the person who who was like caught under fire, I think it was either last year or late 2023, for bragging about sleeping with Ryan Drummond. That girl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you see what I mean when I say Emmy doesn't necessarily have the best track record. For people who are unaware, Emmy Jones is kind of known for having a little bit of an ego. Basically using sexual favors to get roles that she wants, or using sexual favors to get other people like wiped from a project so that she can work on it instead. Which says something about her, but let's be honest, also says something about the men that were willing to take sexual favors from her in order to get what she wanted. Like, everyone's shitty in that situation. She bragged about sleeping with Ryan Drummond. And a lot of people called her a homewrecker because Ryan Drummond was married when they were sleeping together. I don't know all the details about that. I think they might have been in the middle of, like, divorce proceedings. I don't know how old Emmy was. I don't know any of that. I just know she slept with Ryan Drummond. It's been a while since I've been in the pony space. Oh, yeah. The Saberspark drama starts in the brony community, which is so fucking wild to me because I was not expecting that. I didn't know who Saberspark was when he was a brony, because, like, I watched My Little Pony, but I wasn't super into, like, brony fandom or brony culture, so I didn't know him until after his, like, My Little Pony phase kind of fell off a little bit. It's weird, because, like, apparently Emmy had heard that KP was making this video about Saberspark, and she said that her and Saber had an interaction like 8 to 10 years ago. And Emmy says that she had, like, I forgot he was a brony. Yeah, I didn't know he was a brony until later on. I was way in the later half of the brony fandom. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't super into it all that much. Actually, not relevant to the story at all, but a girl that I went to high school with was, like, obsessed with My Little Pony, and it was actually her that turned me off the series. Not the series itself, not the community. It was specifically her, because she was someone who would like basically like bully me relentlessly, and she would like, I don't know what it was, because she was my friend for a while, and then she decided that like we merged into a different group, and she decided that it would be really cool if she like physically abused me in front of these people in the group. And I do mean physical abuse, from like the middle of 7th grade to, I want to say, maybe the end of 9th grade. I had a really, really bad limp in, funnily enough, my left knee, because she thought it was really funny to grab her like really, really hard, like not steel capped, but like really, really tough leathered school shoes, and like kick my shins while I was sitting down, like every single day, multiple times a day. And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, no shit, I've got issues in my left knee, like now, as a 25-year-old. This bitch, like, abused them for, like, 2.5 to 3 years. It was fucking wild. But anyway, I didn't know Saberspark was a brony, because I wasn't, like, super into fandom. And, yeah, so apparently, Emmy had gone to KP saying that she had an altercation with Saber, like, 8 to 10 years ago at a convention. And when you read the DMs, Emmy isn't actually sure if she wants to say that it was, like, assault. And this is where I kind of sympathize with Emmy. Some people aren't gonna like that I said this, but this is where I sympathize with Emmy a little bit. Because when I first wrote my original doc about the Finnish man, I don't know if I should be dropping his name. No, I'm gonna drop his name. When I wrote my document about Jesse, or the Judge 12, originally, I'm talking about my second document, by the way. In my second document, there was a small paragraph where I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. Where I tried to say, like, oh, maybe he thought consent was implied, maybe he just assumed that it was okay because I said yes to this thing, so he assumed that I would also say yes to this thing, which is why he didn't ask me, and blah, 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 blah. And I sent the like, test, or, like, the you know, the preview, I suppose, to one of my friends. Actually, to 3 of my friends. 2 of my friends and my partner. And the friends and my partner all said that I should get rid of that, maybe he thought it was implied bit, because it wasn't. And I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right, I shouldn't be giving him this much benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna get rid of that paragraph. And when you read Emmy Jones's DMs with KP and this other person named Courtney, yeah, the draft, that's what I meant. But when you read KP's DMs with Emmy and, again, this other person named Courtney, Emmy Jones had a paragraph just like that, just like the one I deleted, where she says that maybe Saber thought that consent was implied because she was a really big fan of him and she had a crush on him at the time. And KP and Courtney both told her to remove that line. And I saw someone using that, like, against KP to be like, oh, you're manipulating a victim's story and this, that, and the other. That's kind of where I want to give Emmy Jones the benefit of the doubt, because as someone who was, like, you know, taken advantage of in that context, it's very normal, even, like, years after, to try and give that person the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I still give the Judge 12 the benefit of the doubt, and I know I shouldn't, but you do. You can't help it. So that kind of made me believe that maybe there was some credit to what had happened, but, like, maybe not entirely the way Emmy remembered it, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, I will never know whether or not Saber actually did anything to Emmy. Neither will you. The only people who will know that are Emmy and Saber. And Saber very, very vehemently denies ever doing something like that. But it's just wild. It's just so wild. And then, like, out of nowhere, there was a whole section about someone named Black Griffin. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And there's, like, the guy that I was watching, like look at KP's video, got an interview with the voice actress for Sweetie Belle and the voice actress for Apple Bloom, and I'm like, what is going on? Why are there official VAs involved? Like, shit was wild, dude. Like I said, only like a quarter of that video was actually about Saber. The other bits were about like DA games, and there was, I think, a tiny section about Black Griffin. But oh my god, like, I have no idea what roller coaster I just watched, but I'm glad it's over, I suppose. Oh, fucking mamma mia, dude. Alright. When you're trying to give information, it helps to not excuse actions or attribute emotions. It's hard not to. It mostly confuses things. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why, like, I can't hold it against Emmy or even KP and Courtney for telling Emmy to remove that section of her testimony, because I think that's the objectively correct thing to do. I don't think you should try and project thoughts or feelings onto like the person who has hurt you, obviously, and it's difficult. It's difficult not to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially if there's someone that you've been friends with for a very, very long time, or in Emmy's case, it was someone that she looked up to a lot. It's difficult. And so, like, I am skeptical because there's no screenshots or there's no, sorry, my ear is, like, really, really fucking with me right now. I'm trying really hard to, like, ignore it, but it's really bad. Okay. But because there's no, like, screenshots, there's no, there's, like, really nothing. And it makes me really sad to say that because I also did not have an awful lot when I came out with what I had to say, right? Because it's very difficult to prove stuff like this happened with physical, tangible evidence. And it's like, I don't want to believe that Emmy's lying, but I also don't want to believe that Saber did something that terrible, you know? I'm gonna do that again. We're gonna go like this. After the Black Griffin allegations ruined the 10th anniversary FNAF song, because, like, it's so good. I'm assuming Black Griffin is a musician. Because I don't know all I know about Black Griffin is the My Little Pony community hates that dude. That's all I really know. And from what I saw, I'm not entirely sure if the hate for him is justified, from what I saw. You want to try rationalize what happens, but an outside observer looking in at the story isn't going to feel the same. Exactly. Singer, musician, I'm not sure. I know that he does, like, some voice acting thing. Hang on, I'm trying to push my chair back, but every time I try it feels like it's going to fall over. But, you know, I know he does, like, some voice acting stuff, because if I remember correctly, he's married to the voice actress for Sweetie Belle, and that's where a lot of the allegations started. But I don't know, man. It looks kind of sketchy. I'll just say it's really difficult to believe that someone groomed another person when the adult in question, the adult, like, quote-unquote, like, victim, I put that in quotes because we're not sure, says that that's not the case. But to be fair, I didn't realize that the Judge 12 had, like, basically groomed me when I was 16 until maybe I was, like, 23 turning 24. So it's entirely possible that she was groomed and she just doesn't know it, but until she comes forward about that, I don't really want to say anything. Nerdcore musician, voice actor, animator, audio source for a Fortnite emo. Oh, really? He's done a lot then. Sorry, I'm looking at this emote for reference a lot. Maybe I should open this on a different monitor. I'm just looking at it because I wanna try and replicate the shading style that I used, but I made these emotes a long time ago, so whoops. Alright, there we go. That should do it. Now I can look at this, and you guys don't have to look at it. Excellent. That should do. My brain sometimes tries to protect you from connecting dots that might hurt. It's very true. It's very true. Which is why, again, like, until it's unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff that you kind of have to realize has happened to you on your own. It sucks. It really sucks. I had people, not my entire relationship with Jesse, but a good chunk of it, telling me that it was shady, that, like, something was wrong here, this, that, and the other, and I brushed it all off, and it's something that you kind of have to realize has happened to you on your own. Doing tiny sips of pink milk and having pasta. Ooh, pink milk and pasta. What kind of pasta? Please inform me. I had some, like, traditional, bolognese for lunch today. Can see it being a possibility, but could just likely be internet drama. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, ravioli. What kind of stuffing? Is it like, is it beef? I like beef ravioli. There we go. Coming along nice. Maybe be. You don't know what kind of ravioli you're eating? Damn. Fake ravioli fan, if I can be perfectly honest. How can you not know what kind of ravioli filling you've got? Brain needed to register. Right. Ooh, fried chicken sounds nice too. God, I'd like some fried chicken actually. There we go. Where else are we gonna put it? It's gonna look weird at the moment because it's all purple, but trust the process. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a call from my mother, chat. Y'all need to wait. Alright, chat. Sorry that took so long. Oh my goodness. I asked my mum for help with something a while back, and she's only able to start helping me now, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Like, it's not like I can say, oh, not right now, I'm busy, because I've been waiting for her to help me with this thing for, I shit you not, maybe like a week. And it's like, it's time sensitive, it's urgent, and she's made me wait a whole week. And now I kind of have to just accept that I'm getting the help when I'm getting it. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. I really want to try putting, like, a bit of white underneath the eyes just to make them pop a bit more, but I don't think that looks very nice. I think that looks fine, honestly. Maybe we'll do some, like, blushies just to make the ears more thing. I never saw a Transformers movie past one. So, wait, no, so you guys were talking about Transformers. I had, like, a really weird, like, time-shifting, experience related specifically to Bumblebee, because I have really, really vivid memories of going to see Bumblebee with my cousin, and, like, our grandparents, because my cousin was absolutely obsessed with Bumblebee when it came, like, obsessed with Transformers, I should say. And I have very, very vivid memories of our grandparents taking us to go and see Bumblebee when it came out. And for whatever reason, like, I went to talk to my cousin about it when we went on vacation together, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember. We went to theaters to see that movie together. And he goes, Silv, no, we didn't. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, of course we did. You're obsessed with Transformers. How could we not have gone to see Transformers together? And he goes, yeah, I'm obsessed with Transformers. That's why I remember not going to see Bumblebee in theaters. Like, I had a situation, like, at home, there was, like, a double scheduling thing that he had, and so I couldn't go to see Bumblebee when it came out, and I was devastated, and I have never forgotten that. That's why I know we didn't go to see Bumblebee together, because I didn't go to see Bumblebee in theaters. And I was like, that's rubbish. That's absolute rubbish. We went to see it together. And he goes, Silv, no, we did not. And he's like getting like, not hysterical, but like he's clearly having a moment. He's like, Silv, I swear to God, we did not go and see Bumblebee together. And I'm like, then who the fuck did I go and see this movie with? Like, it's not making any sense. And to this day, I have no idea. I have no idea. He swears up and down that we did not go and see it together. I swear up and down that we did. And I've got no idea what's happening or what's going on. That's my weird, Bumblebee story. Either I, like, dimension hopped, or my cousin's trying really, really hard to gaslight me right now. Sorry, I'm playing around with the blushies because I want them to look, obviously cute, but, you know, like, have a bit of flair to them. There we go. How cute is that? I'll send him a variation with the blushing on and the blushing off, and he can take his pick. But I think that's really cute. Look at him. I will catch up with chat in 1 second. Thank you for bearing with me, chat. I know it was a very long time to be left without me. All right, there we go. There's one. Transformers 2, Optimus dies and comes back to life. Transformers 3, they tried bringing the robot planet to Earth. Transformers 4, they hunted all the Transformers to near extinction. Transformers 5, some bounty hunter comes after Optimus. Transformers 6, they tried to bring the robot planet to Earth again. Transformers 7, G.I. Joe. And unfortunately, no, I don't have the ticket stub. This was many, many, many years ago. I wish I still had the ticket stub. I thought I did, and if I did, it would be, like, in a little souvenir box that I had, when I was a kid. But the thing is, I can't find that souvenir box. The one place where it would definitely be, if I had it, I cannot find it. I can't find where this box has gone. I'm assuming it's in one of my like moving boxes, because even though we've been in this apartment for we moved in at like the start of December, so about 6 months. There are still some boxes that we haven't unpacked. Not because we're not planning to stay. We're actually planning to stay for a good couple years. But because I just don't have room for it. Like, there's a lot of, I have a lot of empty cupboard space that I can't use because I don't have, like, coat hangers and stuff like that. So I have clothes in places that I didn't want to have clothes. Like, that's where I wanted to put my stuff. So until I finally remember to go and buy, like, coat hangers, that stuff has to stay in boxes. I know, it's been 6 months and I still haven't bought coat hangers. That's my life. Want some potential psychic damage? Have you ever spun a Rubik's Cube? Like, on its corner? Like, put it on a corner and, like, spun it like a fucking, what is it called? Like a Beyblade? Yeah. My partner actually has a Rubik's Cube right now. It was unsolved until my cousin came over, and then my cousin was like, ooh, a Rubik's Cube, and then he solved it. I'm actually staring at it right now. Someone told me a theory that every time you spin a Rubik's Cube, it shifts you to a similar but slightly different dimension. Ooh. Okay, but is there a chance where the similar but slightly different dimension is a dimension where I'm still living with my partner, I still have my cat, but, like, instead of being, like, on the poverty line, I'm rich? Sorry, chat, my mom's calling me again. Alright, chat. Turns out the thing that I needed help with that I've already been waiting a long time to get help with is not possible right now, and I have to wait until the end of the week. I have to wait, what day is today? Monday? I have to wait a full calendar week. Another full calendar week, I should say, because in total I've been waiting like 3 weeks to hopefully finally get this sorted. I say hopefully because we don't even know, like, what's gonna happen after I do what I need to do. It's really, really fucking annoying. I'm pissed off. But I hope an end is in sight at this point in time, because I'm over it. Alright, I'm checking. Weak source, I've lived through a time loop and ended up in a different timeline. Damn. No, I don't know how to get back. Damn. Could be as small as you recall having eggs for breakfast, but someone can absolutely, is absolutely certain you had cereal, or as big as entirely family sagas being off. May also have been the premise for a homebrew D&D campaign. Ooh, that sounds nice. So you're saying, chat, if I walk over to my partner's, like, stand right now, and I spin his Rubik's Cube, there is a non-0% chance possibility that I could wake up in the morning in a alternate reality where everything is the same, but the only difference is that I'm mad fucking rich. Because that would be fantastic. Like, I'm trying to think about changes that would be negative. I don't think it could be as drastic as I'm not living with my partner, because then I'd wake up and be like, where the fuck am I? The only thing I would be worried about is, yeah, waking up in a world where my partner and I never got together, or waking up in a world where my cat doesn't exist. I feel like I would be absolutely devastated if I had to lose my partner or Nemi. I spin the Rubik's Cube and my mum wins the lotto. Basically, yeah, basically is what I want. The unfortunate thing is, yeah, there's also a non-zero chance that I lose someone that I care about in some significant way. Oh my god, this line is gonna be the death of me. Silv, you could acquire smaller results just by a trip to... Similar results, sorry. No, but that means I have to spend money to fly to Vegas. I don't even have money to buy a lotto ticket, chat. I bleed money every single month because my income protection is not enough to live off of. You think I can buy a lotto ticket? Or you spin and now there's an extra spider hiding under your bed. Ha! That doesn't bother me. I'm Australian. Get out of here. If there's like a 50-50, like I get ridiculously rich or there's a spider under my bed, like I will spin that. Because the worst case scenario is I just have to put a spider on my balcony, you know? Or you spin and your legs get worse. That's true. That's true. My legs have been pretty bad since the Saturday stream, honestly. I finished the Kingdom Hearts stream and I don't know what happened. Like my leg was like all, it felt like the insides were like all swollen and stiff, but they didn't look swollen. They just kind of felt like they were. And then yeah, I just haven't been able to properly get rid of it. I've been limping around my apartment for the past 3 days. Oh, you switch and the pain switches legs? Funny you mentioned that, because I went out with my partner on, I think it wasn't yesterday, I think it was before the Saturday stream. And I had my little cane and I was walking around and I looked my partner dead in the eye and I said, what the fuck is happening? I have knee pain right now, but it's the wrong knee. And my partner's like eyes wide and he goes, please don't do that. please don't be doing that right now. Best not to tempt the fates. Okay, but like, I want money. Have you considered money, chat? Nah, you're probably right. You win this time. The Rubik's Cube. Oh, fucking blue square looking ass. It's a solved Rubik's Cube too. Does that mean I'm more likely to have a better outcome because it's a solved Rubik's Cube? I don't know how this works. Ooh, that line was terrible. Oh my god, hi Fluttershy, how you doing? Welcome in. We're talking about using Rubik's Cubes to dimension hop, basically. Which I never actually heard of before. And I was super big into Rubik's Cubes when I was a kid. Although, to be fair, I wasn't super big into, like, alternate realities when I was a kid. And to be fair, even right now, I'm still kinda not. It's fascinating, but, like, you know. Okay. I do know of one wizard who can dimension hop in our reality, but he doesn't like to do it very much. Yeah. I mean, our reality kinda sucks. Can you blame him? Alright, there we go. I'm not gonna draw in the spikes. The spikes will be colored. We will draw this in. I gotta decide what font I'm gonna write the bonk in. Because at the moment, it's just my handwriting. Oh, chat, actually, wonderful news. Chat, this is good news. Sorry. Ages ago, I mentioned that my partner will be redoing the typography for some of my Forget-Me-Not Astromeria pages because I had lost my handwritten font. I'd thought that I had backed it up, but it turns out that I hadn't, and I didn't want to remake it because my handwriting has changed a little bit over time. So even if I did remake it, like, the typography would still have to be redone. Guess what? I did back it up. I do have it. It's just not what I thought I had called it. Like, the file name is not what I thought I had given the, like, what name I had given it. And it was in, funnily enough, the folder that I keep all of my graphic novel assets in. It's in there. It's not called Uwu Sans, which is what I call my font. I call my font Uwu Sans because that's what it looks like to me. It was just simply called handwriting, which is why I couldn't find it when I was looking for it. But I have it, which means that the typography for the old pages doesn't have to be redone. It just means that, like, my partner will be doing the typography for the new pages, not the old ones. So that was a bit of a relief. Truth be told, I had already decided what font I was gonna use to replace the handwriting, but I'm glad that I don't have to now. Like, that was very nice. I just have to get my partner to install it on his computer, and then he can write with my handwriting whenever he wants. To paraphrase him, our reality sucks, but it's surprisingly safer. Oh, damn, that's not boding confidence. To me, it only explains past events that don't fit your memory, but do match everyone else's. I have that a lot. I have that a lot. My partner also has that a lot. I've never told him this, but when we first started, when we started dating this second time around, because the current time, like right now, me dating my partner is actually our second time dating. But I never told him this, but I used to, like, when he asked me if I wanted to try again, like, I had this thought that I had, like, dimension hopped and this wasn't my original version of my partner, because, like, when we broke up the first time, like, he was very, very against the idea of having, like, the kind of relationship that we have. And then, yeah, he was the one that was proposing it, and I'm like, what is this? This is not the man that, well, it is the man that I fell in love with, but, like, something is different, you know? It was very interesting. And you own a cube of fate. It's not my cube of fate, it's my partner's. It's his. It's staring at me. Solved. Blue side facing me. It is funny to think about, though. It gets us a lot on, like, little things. Like, I'll tell him, oh, we need to leave at this time because the event that we're going to starts at 11:30. And then, I will tell him, like, we'll get ready on that day, and he'll be like, oh, like, we gotta go, we gotta be there at 11, or like, we gotta leave at 11, and blah blah blah, and I was like, no, we don't have to leave at 11, we're not leaving until 11:30. And he'll stare at me, and he'll be like, what are you talking about? You said that we had to leave at 11, you said that yesterday, and I was like, no, I swear to God I said 11:30. And then we both, like, because we're both a little bit, sensitive when it comes to the idea of gaslighting because we've both been gaslit before in our lives. I think he had dealt with it way worse than I did, but we've both had experiences with, like, having our reality questioned because of people around us gaslighting us. So we both get very, very upset and are very, like, trying to keep it together, being like, no, it must be a misunderstanding, you must have heard me wrong, or it's like, no, maybe you just told me the wrong information, and it becomes a whole thing. It becomes a whole situation. It's happened to us, I think, like 3 times since we've moved in together. I love this emote, actually. I think this one's my favorite. I say the only reality that matters is the one that your consciousness is occupying. I suppose so. I suppose you're right. Other fun thing is everyone you ask who has that feeling of incorrect memory has also played with a cube. I loved the Rubik's Cubes when I was a kid. I thought they were the coolest shit. And they kind of are really cool. I still fuck with them, just not the way I used to. Ooh, I forgot. I gotta do the, fucking domain expansion. And by that I mean the line art. There we go. Give me the black. Hey, yo, chat. You know how... I think I mentioned it on a stream. I might have only mentioned it in the Discord server. But I've got, like, ear infection medication that I've been on for about a week. I think tomorrow is a week. And I'm supposed to go see my GP tomorrow so that he can check on my ear and tell me whether or not it's better or worse. Yesterday... I don't use Q-tips on my ears very regularly. I do it like twice a week because I don't want to like damage my ear or anything. But I had used a Q-tip in my ear yesterday, and the infected ear had blood in it, and the quote-unquote infected ear, and that's never happened before. I've never had like blood in my ears before, even before the medication, like when he swears that it was infected. To be fair, it was only a tiny bit of blood, so I'm willing to believe that maybe it was like a semi-dried up scab somewhere in my ear. But considering how deep that Q-tip was, and where it got the blood from, I'm a little bit concerned. I don't think my ear is okay. It doesn't hurt. It's just in a constant state of feeling uncomfortable, and sometimes my hearing is a little bit messed up. I honestly think I'm just partially deaf in that ear, the way my dad is partially deaf in his left ear. Except for me, it's my right ear. But I'm gonna find out tomorrow. So maybe on top of having a busted up leg, and undiagnosed and unmedicated, like, mental... like, not illness, but, like, mental disabilities. I think I also just have a fucked up ear. 2025 is not being kind to me. Even though my knee injury was technically 2024, but you know what I mean. 2025 was the year that I had to stop working because of my knee, so 2025's not been good to me so far. Granted, it could be a lot worse, but it could also be a lot better. Ow! Hi, Jake. Would also be funny if the more different cubes you spin, but do not return to starting layout, the further you get from reality. Oh, that would be really cool. The 20s suck. The 20s do, in fact, suck. Like, get this. My GP, my physiotherapist, and my, surgeon who's gonna be doing my knee surgery have all told me that I should stay off my knee as much as possible, until my surgery, and I shouldn't be working. Hang on, my ear is fucked up. Okay. And, like, I shouldn't be working until my surgery is done. And that being said, even though I've been medically advised by 3 separate professionals that I should not be working until my surgery is done, I'm probably going to have to go back to work. Because the income protection that I'm getting is not enough to live off of. Even with income protection, I'm still losing money every single month. My savings are the lowest they have been since I started working. I'm not gonna have any savings in the next, like, maybe 2 or 3 months. So even though it's going to be, like, really, really bad for my physical health if I go back to work before surgery, I'm going to have to really, really soon. And it sucks. It just sucks. Definitely get that infection checked. Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow morning. I don't know why it's like this, but it hurts. It doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I want it done. I'm stuck in a VC, so I couldn't throw something earlier. That's all good. That's all good. Ew, I just played with my ear again because it was feeling really, really, like, weird. Like, I don't like how it feels. And it's doing that weird, you know the sound that speakers make when you have a lot of bass on them, but the speaker can't handle the bass, and so it just, like, it makes that weird... Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Okay, this. I'm gonna pause the music for a second. Alright, this sound is what is in my ear at all times. This is what my ear sounds like. That is what my ear sounds like every time I speak above a certain decimal rate. Like, it sounds stupid, but my ear physically cannot handle how loud my voice gets anymore. I don't know why. It doesn't just hurt my ear, it hurts the entire, like, side of my head. It's insane. That's what my ear sounds like. It's awful. I'm sick of it. That's the wrong clip studio. That's the meme again. Where is it? Oh, yeah. I'm sick of it. It happens all the time. I want it gone. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And I just don't know how to cope with it. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know how to cope with it. That's fuck, little bro. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks, chat. I don't know what else to say to you. It fucking sucks, okay? And now there's, like, blood in it, and I'm like, ew. Is my voice too loud for my ear? Is that the problem? Maybe my ear's not infected. Maybe my ear just can't handle the sound of my voice anymore. Which, honestly, yeah, I'll believe it. Alright, this is the bonk. I think, did we have a hammer line? Oh, I gotta turn the music back on. 1 second, chat. We'll turn the music back on. There you go. I think I have to turn it down. I think I made it pretty loud. Yeah, there you go. Easy. Ooh, was Jake playing Elden Ring? Is that why he wasn't here? Oh. Interesting. Whoops, wrong line. Wrong line. Correct line, wrong color. I'm gonna manually do the thickness because I was an idiot and forgot. Alright. Really quick, just gonna do a... Oops, sorry, I meant... Oop. Why is the text around the buttons that I'm pressing so big? That's weird. Actually, I could probably just completely get rid of that line. No, I kind of like it there. Excellent. There's no gay people at my work, so dating guys is out of the question. Wow. I'm so sorry. Hi, Kyra. How you doing? We're doing good. My ear is not in pain, but like very uncomfortable right now. Unless you do something drastic, it sounds like you'll have to go back to work. Yeah, I'll have to go back to work. Unironically, hang on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this finished emote and I'm gonna pop it over here. Oh wow, it's huge. Unironically, I have talked to... I'm not gonna mention them because they haven't decided whether or not that they want to do this with me. And judging by what's going on with them, I don't think they will, so I'm gonna keep them anonymous. But I have been in talks with an NSFW content creator, because they have a really good voice and they would like to do ASMR content, but they don't really know how to write for that sort of stuff, and I do. So I was in the very early stages of collaborating with an NSFW artist to be an author for their scripts. I didn't want to have any like public recognition. All I wanted was like a credit, and depending on how we chose to split the endeavor, either like a portion of the revenue as it came in or upfront payment. We hadn't decided that part yet. But again, some stuff has happened, and I think that's gonna fall through because of that creator's own personal situation. Because I think I'm a pretty decent NSFW writer. You guys won't know because I haven't published any NSFW work. Any NSFW written work, I should say. But I have quite a bit of experience creating NSFW literature, or NSFW scripts to be specific. I just don't really want to be attached to it. I don't want to be the person doing the voice work for it. I just want to do the scripting, nothing else. And it's very difficult to find people willing to do that with me, considering that I don't have any published NSFW work. It's very difficult to prove to people that you're good at what you're proposing when you don't have published work to propose to them. So that's gonna fall through. Unless they change their mind, but I don't think they will because they have a lot of personal stuff going on right now. But that being said, this month was supposed to be the month that I opened, I think it was either a Fansly or a Subscribe Star or something. I didn't want to do Patreon. I specifically did not want to use Patreon. And I was going to start putting up like NSFW artworks. Not of myself, but like I was gonna make a character specifically to have NSFW of them made. But shit's just been happening so fast. I haven't had time. I need to make time. I need to make time, because the alternative is, like, trying to find a job that will, like, let me work from home, give me part-time hours, and be able to deal with the fact that I can't walk or hear properly, which I don't think is gonna happen. Fansly? Yeah. I've done NSFW artwork before, but it's been very on and off, and I want to change that. I want to turn it into like something that I do semi-regularly. And I'm also an animator, so I may as well use my animation degree, am I right, chat? So once the stuff for my Etsy store is all set up, once my commissions, my current commissions at least, are all out of the way, and they're all finished, I'm gonna be taking some time to produce some of those. It's probably only gonna be one NSFW picture a week, because realistically, on top of everything else I have going on, that's probably all I can handle. But what I want to do is I want to create a backlog so that I have like pictures ready to go, so that if heaven forbid anything happens and I need to like step away from it for a bit, I still have pictures ready to go. But that being said, I need to design a character specifically for NSFW. I usually use one of my comic book characters. Her name is Cry. She's a little brown wolf. I'm not going to show one of her NSFW pictures, of course, but I will show you a picture of her. Where is she? Oh god. I think all of my new pictures of her are NSFW. Oopsie. Alright, I don't have any new artwork of her, but I have this. This is her. Alright, this is the girl that I usually use for all of my NSFW art. And she's normally paired with a human. Where is he? Again, all of my new art of him is, pornographic in nature. Oopsie. Actually, yeah, no, I can't show you any of these. Never mind. She's paired with a human with green hair. But I don't know if I want to use her, or if I want to create a new character specifically for NSFW content. Because the thing with Cry is I only want to draw her in NSFW situations if she's with that human character, because that human character is canonically her, like, partner turned husband. And if I create a new character, then, like, you know, I can just draw them with whoever I want, you know? But I'm not sure. I was supposed to have this all ready to go and organized by now, but again, so much has happened, I just don't have the time. And again, I already stream 5 days a week, so it's not like I can do, like, have a dedicated NSFW art stream on, like, a different website. Because then it's like, oh, then I'm streaming 6 days a week, and, like, where do I get time for myself? So I will probably, once I get the NSFW stuff up and running, I'm probably gonna cut the streams on this channel down to like 4, and then the 5th stream will probably be like an NSFW stream, but that means it'll be 2 art streams a week, because I'm not ready to give up my commission art streams. We'll see what happens. I've been thinking about it a lot, because there's not a lot of, like, in order for me to get a job that lets me work from home, has, like, flexible hours, is willing to deal with the fact that I cannot walk and I'm struggling to hear properly, and, like, all the myriad of other issues that I have, I would need to, one, probably go and get another, not another degree, but, like, go and do another course. And 2, even if I get get a different degree, or like get a different certification, they usually don't allow flexible hours and work from home privileges to people who are new to the industry. That's usually something that you earn with, like, a lot of experience, which I don't have. So even if I do go and get a new, like, certification or a new degree or anything like that, like, it won't do me good immediately, because I'll still have to struggle through working in an office. And I know that sounds incredibly privileged of me, like, oh, I don't want to work in an office, I want to work at home. But, like, traveling is so painful. And it's not even like a, oh, you know, like I don't drive, I use public transport and it sucks and there's long hours and like what if I miss the bus? It's not anything like that. Like literally physically painful to do anything. So like by the time I travel, like I go through all of the travel to get to work, I'm already gonna be in excruciating pain. You know, that was what was happening to me at my old job. So we'll see what happens. Ideally, the NSFW voice actress that I reached out to, like she's someone that I have connections with. I didn't reach out to like a complete stranger. That's why like this had potential, like, because there's someone that I am in contact with. Ideally that would like, you know, come to fruition, but I will be honest, I don't think it will. This is the modern day, we all gotta do what we gotta do. I know. I just don't want to voice my scripts myself, you know? I don't want to do that, which is why I reached out to someone else, and I was like, hey, you've got a beautiful voice, you already do this kind of work, like, let me help you run your business. But yeah. Tis unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Oh, I don't need this one open anymore. Actually, I do. I need it open for flat coloring. I need you open for these. Which, like, side tangent, by the way, I know I've been complaining about, like, being unable to hold a traditional job for ages and how much I'm in pain, but, like, everybody who's, like, commissioned me this year, or everyone who does, like, the gift subs or, like, uses their Prime or anything like that, like, you guys are making this so much easier. Like, unfortunately, the commissions and the subscribes and everything is not enough to, like, pay my rent or my groceries or anything like that, but it has been, like, making this a little easier to come to terms with, you know? Because it's like, oh, at least there's some money coming in, you know? At least I'm not just, like, sitting here rotting away. At least I'm actually doing something. And honestly, I think this is the most commissions in a year that I think I've ever gotten, and we're, like, only 5 months into the year. It's unfortunate that all the money for these commissions has to go towards taxes this year, but you know, at least I have money to pay my taxes. Look on the bright side. Ooh, hang on, this is gonna be rough. There we go. Fuck it, I'll do it for free for a year if I had the equipment. That would be lovely. I have no doubt in my mind that you would, honestly. Some people just really enjoy doing it, you know? Whereas for me, like, it's fun, but in order for me to do it on a regular basis, there would need to be some sort of, like, compensation involved. I don't have enough of a drive to consistently create NSFW content. I do enjoy making it, I think it's fun. It's just not something that I, like, you know, like, oh my god, this is, like, really, really cool, I'm gonna do this forever and always, and blah 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 blah. Like, for me, that's streaming, and, like, my comics and stuff. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe porn is where it's at. Maybe I'll fall in love with the porn industry in a couple of short weeks, we'll see. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna call it, actually. My NSFW Bluesky account is called Silvertits because I thought it was funny at the time, and I still do think it's funny, but I don't know if I want it directly tied to my personal content, like my safe for work content, or if I want to put it under like a completely different alias. I'm not sure. Go. We'll add some up here. Man, I feel bad for Lombi. He's gonna watch the VOD where I'm working on his commission, and we're gonna be talking about sexual assault allegations against Saberspark and making an NSFW page. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? This is not what I signed up for. Eh, it's your brand now. Yeah, exactly. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with it. Oh, where are the highlights? Where did they go? There they are. I want to keep the shading and the highlights at least semi-consistent. I would like spicy out of my OC cookie. JPEG, not only safe stuff. Ah, okay. I do NSFW commissions. It's just because I don't create a lot of NSFW, like, work, people don't know that. Like, it's in my commission sheet, but it's, like, at the very, very bottom in, like, the terms and conditions, buried in a whole bunch of text. It's like, what is it? I think it's an extra, like, 20% fee if the work you want is NSFW or something like that, because I do upcharge for NSFW. I was considering that when I saw your commission page, but I decided against it this time. I think that's fair, honestly, because my art style has changed a lot, and I don't have any NSFW artwork in my new art style. So, like, obviously you have the safe for work art as a point of reference of, like, the quality you would be getting, but sometimes it's better to actually see what you would be getting in an NSFW context. So, like, I really should sit down and make some NSFW work in my new art style. I say new, it's been my art style for a good couple years now. Shame I don't have cash. I would order if I had cash. That's okay. It's not for, like, obviously you have to take care of yourself. You have to do what you have to do. I'm trying to think of a highlight to put here. I'm thinking maybe, like, honestly, maybe just a simple, like this. If I chose the chibi style, which isn't really true to your truest style currently, it's true. It has, like, the line variation and, like, how I like to color the eyes and stuff like that. Like, you still get the detailing in the eyes and stuff, but otherwise, yeah, it's, like, flat color. Which, realistically, I only offer because I know not everyone can afford the higher quality stuff, and my, like, properly rendered stuff is a lot more expensive because it takes me so long. Like, I think it takes me, like, a good, maybe, like, half a day, to do some of the, like, properly rendered stuff, which is why they're, like, what are they, like, 80 or 90 USD? I don't even remember anymore. But that's, like, without communicating to a client. That's, like, that takes out any potential edits, that takes out any, communication, it takes out, like, stuff like that. Like, just working on the project can take me, like, half a day. Because I shade my pictures, like, 3 times. But that's why I have the chibis and the goobs, which is this thing. This little guy is a goob. Because they're a lot simpler, they're a lot quicker for me to do. And so they're cheaper. What time is it? Ooh, we're almost at the halfway point. I definitely want to finish Lombi's stuff today. Which is why I'm kind of keeping an eye on the time. Actually, these can be brighter. These ones can be these ones. There we go. But if we finish Lombi's, like, sooner rather than later, then I should be able to do the sketch edits for Rogue's commission on stream if I finish Lombi's emotes on time. I'm the kind of busy where, like, I only have time to work on commissions during streams these days, which really sucks. I don't like doing that. But, I always try and get as much done on the Monday as I can, because then if I'm really, really lucky and I have some time off during the week, I can use that time off to do more commission work. Look at this. Wait, Lombi the Lombax? I don't know if it's Lombi the Lombax. I know it's Lombi Lombax. I don't know what his Twitch handle is. I think on Discord it's just Lombi Lombax. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, on Bluesky it's Lombi the Lombax. I don't know what it is on Twitch. No, that's the wrong person. I'm googling it now. Maybe they haven't started streaming yet. It's entirely possible. But yeah, he's a I don't know if he's a friend of Chai, but he's definitely prevalent in Chai's community. I don't know what their relationship is like. But he's from Chai Lynx's community. And Chai Lynx is like promoting my stuff. Not promoting my stuff a lot, but she's gotten a lot of commissions from me in the past. And a lot of my customers from the past, like, I think year and a half, maybe 2 years, are from Chai's community. Because they're all like, oh, that's so cute, where did you get that? And she's like, all like, oh my god, like, Silv is my artist and blah 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 blah. So, that's how I know Lombi. Let me know when to start your Fansly. I'll be one of your first subscribers. And Amy Doggy. I've heard of Amy Doggy. I'm pretty sure she's also in Chai's community. Also, yeah, they'll be... Trust me, you guys will know when the Fansly is open. You guys will fucking know. Let's just say the NSFW chats in the Discord server are gonna be a lot more active when it's up and running. Oh my god. Yeah, actually, I think Amy is in one of the commissions that Chai got from me. She did a really, really big Your Character Here celebration for her Twitch community, which I designed. I designed the Your Character Here, and then her community picked where they were. I'm pretty sure Amy was in that commission, and I remember because she was the only character who, instead of having a 2D ref sheet, gave me like a photo of a 3D model, which wasn't an issue until I had to color pick, because there was like dynamic lighting on the 3D model, so I had to like try and figure out which color was the base color. I will not be there to watch because I'm not into it, but I wish you luck. That is a-okay, Skinner. It's not gonna be for everyone, and my main content's not gonna change. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing extra stuff on the side because mama needs money. Like, one, for my surgery, because I'm gonna have surgery early next year. It says that my gap is only gonna be $500, but I want to be safe and put away $750 just in case it's a little higher. Because I'm gonna have to do an overnight stay at the hospital as well, so it could get pretty expensive. I also need to be able to support my cat. More pressingly, my partner's birthday is in a little under a month. I think it's in 3 weeks now. And I because I'm bleeding money every month, I don't have any money to, like, do anything nice for him, which has got me really upset. But yeah, TLDR, main content's not going anywhere. It's just an extra venture in the hopes of helping support myself so that I can have my surgery. And, like, not fuck up my knee in the workplace. Or my ear. I'm just assuming that my ear is permanently fucked now too. It's probably not. I'm gonna go to the doctor and find out it's fine. It just needs to be, like, I don't know, washed out or something, or flushed or whatever. But for now, I'm just gonna assume that it's fucked. tell him happy birthday from me. I will. You guys will definitely see him. Not see him. You guys will hear from him before his birthday. We've still got a couple of collab streams for like Kingdom Hearts and stuff. But I will let him know. Never underestimate the power of penicillin. I don't think I've actually ever had penicillin. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I just want to be wrong about my ear being fucked. Like, I can deal with a fucked up knee. That's one thing. But, like... you know... The ears are a whole separate issue. There we go. Sorry, I just realized I haven't really been drinking my tea during the stream. That's probably why my throat hurts so much. Because I've been talking to you guys, and then I've been talking to my mom, and now my throat's really sore, and I'm like, maybe it's because I haven't had anything to drink. There we go. Oops. Come on, man. This sucks, dude. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay. I can clean that up. I can work with that. Beautiful. This isn't the brush that I normally use. I normally use a way more textured brush. But, like this texture underneath, like the sketch layer is what I usually use. But I don't know why. For emotes, I really like having smooth line art. The problem is it's a lot harder to hide like little like areas where the line art might be disjointed. It's a lot harder to hide it when the line art's perfectly smooth. I adore these emotes. Those emotes are so cute. Oh my god. I doubt your ass has boned the New York hooker during Valentine's. Damn. That is, wow. Or, that's a sentence. You never cease to surprise me, Rogue. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it now. It's like in the back of my brain. I think I have some like character designs that like never actually went anywhere that I could probably repurpose as an NSFW pinup girly. I'm gonna start with one, and then like as time goes on, I'll probably do more. Who was that? Oh my god, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry. We're talking about making NSFW artwork while we're working on someone's wholesome Twitch emotes. I've been compared to the doorman in Ratatouille. I need to rewatch Ratatouille. It's been such a long time, actually. When you're ready to end, I have a person you can raid this time. We'll see what happens. Sometimes I raid, but most of the time I don't. Mostly because I don't like to, like, raid and... What is it called? Raid and leave, raid and dip, or whatever. Raid and run, that's what it is. I generally don't like to raid and run. Which is why in most cases I don't raid, but we'll see what happens. Okay. That's a cute emote. I enjoy that. Emotes have always been a bit of a struggle for me because they're so small, you know? I really, really like doing a little more detailed things, and I'm like, how do I... Well, not, like, super detailed, obviously, but, like, more detailed than this, and I'm like, oh, how am I supposed to show off my super cool and complicated shading style in an emote that's this small? It's like, how do I keep things super nice and readable? It's not that I don't enjoy doing them, it's just an entirely different art style, in my opinion. Art form, I guess I should say. That's why I don't color the line art in my emotes. It would look really cute, but I don't. Oh, that's a cute one too. Alright, he's coming together, chat. He's coming together. Nice, 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 nice. That's nice. Man, that's another thing that I was supposed to do when I had time. I was supposed to make a new set of emotes. I've been talking about that with chat for a long time. About making new emotes, and I just haven't gotten to it. I don't know, it's so much easier for me to draw and design emotes when they're for someone else. When they're for me, I'm like, oh, it can wait, it can wait, it can wait. And then it doesn't happen. Maybe if I have a period where, like, I finish all my commissions and I haven't got one queued up, then maybe we'll do a stream where I just design my new emotes. But, and this is a very good problem to have, I'm not complaining when I say this, but, like, every time my commission queue empties, and I think that I've got a little bit of time to, like, work on something that's not related to commissions, I get, like, another 2 in my queue. Which, again, is a very, very good problem to have, given my circumstances. But yeah, not a lot of time to do personal stuff these days. Get these in here. I have been a busy beaver. I have been. Oh, all of those emotes are so cute. Done with Elden Ring for the night. I don't want a controller-shaped hole in my wall. Aw, I'm sure your controller would really, really, really like the taste of drywall, Jake. I really, really think that your controller would love the taste of the drywall. You just gotta encourage it. Actually, we'll do the teeth first. Just a nice straight row of teeth. And then... Excellent. There we go. And then I'm gonna cheat for the eyes. First make sure it's the right size. It is not. Brush size 17. Brush size 40. Okay, we'll go 40. Perfect. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong layer. I gotta do it on a separate layer so I can move it around. There we go. Looks good. I'm guessing it was the big boy. Oh yeah, he's doing the... Jake, you're doing the DLC now, aren't you? Also, chat, I require some input. As people in the Discord server know, I've been a bit of a poo-poo stinky, and I haven't put the stream schedule for this week up. And the reason why is because I'm a little bit stumped on what I want to put for Wednesday, now that Telltale's The Walking Dead is done. I will say up front, I'm not ready for Bayonetta yet. I think Bayonetta will probably be the stream, or the game, sorry, that we do after either Super Mario RPG or... What else are we playing? Fuck, what else are we playing? I need to look at my own Twitch schedule. Or like the one that I posted this week. Mario RPG. Wednesday is free now. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Cult. Okay, so Super Mario RPG is actually the only one that will like realistically end soon. Cult of the Lamb will end whenever I feel like it. And Kingdom Hearts, I don't think we're anywhere even close to the end of that game. So I'm not ready for Bayonetta just yet, but I need to decide what's happening next. I can either start Monster Hunter, which I got for my birthday, and I'm very excited to start playing, or I can start Elden Ring. The catch to this is by the time Wednesday comes around, I still might not have PlayStation Plus, which means that regardless of which one I do, I might not be able to have you guys like hop in and like join me. I know realistically, on paper, more people should be able to join me if I do Monster Hunter as opposed to Elden Ring, because Monster Hunter's cross-platform. But Monster Hunter is also a lot newer. So I don't think a lot of people in my community, if any, have Monster Hunter. I am leaning more towards Monster Hunter because I have some friends that I would like to play it with, like, off-stream. It has to be off-stream because time zones and stuff. I just need to be able to catch up to them in-game. When Indigo Park Chapter 2 is released, will you play it? I haven't even played Indigo Park Chapter 1. I haven't played any of it. Maybe when, like, the whole game is out? Maybe? I don't really like playing games chapters at a time, which is funny because I only play a game once a week. And then I come back to it, but like, I don't really like playing through a whole chapter and then having to wait for a whole second chapter, you know? You know I'm biased. I know. And you have a PlayStation 5, so like, once I do get PlayStation Plus, you would be able to help me. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards Monster Hunter, but I'm not entirely sure. Because whichever one I don't do this week is gonna have to wait until Super Mario RPG is done. And yeah, I'm just not sure. I won't hold your hand with Elden Ring. I would hold you. Okay, wait. Skinner, which one was meant to be won't? Is it I won't hold your hand, I would let you go alone, or I would hold your hand, I won't let you go alone? Which is it? Oh. It won't. Yeah, which one? I'm assuming it's I won't let you go alone. Yeah. That makes sense. That sounds like you. The thing that upsets me is, again, because Elden Ring's not cross-platform, I won't be able to get my partner or my other streamer friend who's been playing Elden Ring to, like, hop in and make a surprise cameo and help me out, because I think he's also playing on PC. Which is most unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. It just breaks my heart that it's considered an expense that is not worth it, if that makes sense. I think it's worth it. I want to be able to bond with people. So nice of Silv to leave a voice recording for everyone to not feel left out. Oh shit, you're right. I forgot to... Why did no one tell me that that text was still on screen? What the fuck? Oh. You guys are rude. Even though she is mute, she wants to grace us with her voice. I have played pre-recorded messages on my stream before. I have done it. And that's true, Rogue has Elden Ring on PlayStation 5. Again, the problem is there is a high likelihood that by the time Wednesday comes around, I still won't have PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus entirely counts on me remembering to take the cash that I have to the bank and remembering to deposit it into the correct bank account. Because, oopsie. But, it's... I most likely will have it by then, but it's not impossible that I won't. And if I don't, then I'm gonna, like, be really, really upset trying to play Elden Ring by myself, because there's no instructions, there's no guide. Like, they just kind of let you free roam, and I don't particularly like that in gaming. I like to be told where to go, when to go there, you know. I like a little exploration, but for the most part, I want my hand to be held. You know what I mean, chat? Handheld in terms of direction. In terms of direction. I have to specify. I can start a new character and go with you, or I can have my character that can pretty much go almost anywhere. That would be up to you if you guys want to build a new character to come alongside mine, or if you want to bring your existing characters in. The only problem is Jake wouldn't be able to. Fighting a giant rotten tree worm, yeah. But see, Jake plays Elden Ring on his PC, so he wouldn't be part of the cool kids club. He'd have to just sit and watch like a loser. Was that my vibe? I'm not gonna finish that word. I wasn't gonna say what you thought I was gonna say. What I was going to say is, was that my phone? Or is that my stomach? Because I couldn't tell. That is not... Huh? No, stop. That is not what I meant. That is not what I meant. Jake is literally in the cuck chair. He will be in the cuck chair for Elden Ring. Baby man. Oh, baby man. Was that my... No, that's not what I said. I promise. It's not what I said. What are you talking about? I know I've played this clip on my stream before, not too long ago, so, like, Rogue, Skinner, and maybe Jake will, like, all remember it. Was that my vibe? Yeah, that was my vibe. No. I think Skinner, Rogue, and possibly Jake will remember this clip, because I've played it on my stream maybe, like, a month or 2 months ago. But, like, that, incident, let me say, reminded me of this old clip of mine. Oh no, what was it? No, oh my god, no, wait, hang on. Clips I've created. Is it a clip I created? I don't remember. No, where is it? Okay, I can set a start date. It was when I started streaming, so it'll be like 2020. 2020. I don't remember what month, so we'll just go like January 1st, 2020 to like January 1st, 2021. To here. Yeah, to here, yeah. There's nothing. Did they get rid of all of my old clips? What? Where's the... Did they purge my old clips? Or was it maybe in 2021? I don't know. Fuck! I don't remember. I don't know how to find it now. By category. Okay, it was Life is Strange Before the Storm. Ah, I found it. I found it. It's called Nobody Clipped That. That's why I couldn't find it. Alright. So, chat. This is not the first time that I have, that I've made a fucky wucky. Put it lightly. Keep in mind, this clip's got my real face in it. So if you don't want to see that, I'm sorry, but you're gonna see it. This is also, I had like green tips at the ends of my hair, but it had mostly grown out at this point, so... The hysteria one? No, not the hysteria one. Not the hysteria one. This is... What I was trying to say in this clip was, oh, my controller vibrated. Guess what I said instead, chat? Guess what I said instead? I'm gonna make it nice and loud for you.
Stomping his bloody hooves. Stomp.
Ah.
Stomp.
Every time she says stop, my vibrator, my controller vibrated. Oh my god, please nobody clip that. Yeah. So that, so that's something that's happened to me on stream before. Oh, I love that clip so much. I'm so, like, I know I said nobody clipped that, but I'm so glad that someone in my community decided to clip that, because it's one of my favorite clips of my own Twitch channel. I think it's so fucking funny. The reactions. The reactions, good old Freudian. Almost had a repeat of history. Yeah, yeah. Yep, damn right we did. Oh, I fucking love, I'm so sorry, it's just... I know I said in the clip, nobody clipped that, but I am so happy that someone took the time to clip it, because I love showing that clip to people. It's so funny. Alright, sorry, having a sip of my tea. Because I laughed so much that it made my throat hurt. Ew. Alright, back to work, chat. You can't keep distracting me like this, chat. Noise. And then we'll grab the... Ow! Yes, we can. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Says the little baby man that's, like, still stuck on the Elden Ring DLC. What are you gonna do? Like, I'm one to talk, by the way. I never finished the first Dark Souls. We're gonna return to it one day. But, like, yeah. You're on the final boss? Oh, are you? What even made you start playing Elden Ring, Jake? I don't think I was there for that part. Why did you even decide to start playing Elden Ring? No, I thought that was why you continued to play. I didn't realize that's why you started playing. What were you spiteful of? He doesn't like an Elden Ring? Well, yeah, but like... Why did you start playing it? Did you start playing it because someone told you you only don't like it because you wouldn't be able to beat it? Or were you like, I fucking hate this game so much, this game sucks, I'm going to beat this game to show how much it sucks? Like, what's the story there? Because I understand starting a game and then, like, only finishing it because of spite. But I don't understand starting a game out of spite. Unless it's, like, one of the things that I had mentioned. Alright, let's get some shaders in here. I would have helped him if I could, because because I didn't want him to have a bad experience. Oh yeah, but no cross-platform compatibility. I'm more of a World War II mobile game sniper. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. But see, the thing is, if I was able to play Elden Ring, like, exclusively as a multiplayer game, I would probably have a fantastic time. It's the same thing with Monster Hunter. I can play Monster Hunter solo, right? I can do that, but I have infinitely more fun when it's like a group activity. You know what I mean? I used to have a cute little gang. It was me, my current partner, who like we weren't together at the time, and a mutual of ours. I don't remember what his. I think his online name was Mythix. I haven't spoken to him in a very long time. But we used to hop onto Monster Hunter Wilds together, like, at least twice a week. And we'd go and we'd do hunts together. Some weeks it was like every night. And we'd play for like at least a handful of hours. Like, they would go on further than me because I had a lot of responsibilities. I had a stable job at the time. But yeah, it was really, really fun. And I missed that a lot. Which is why I'm hoping, even though I hopped onto the Monster Hunter, like, bandwagon a little bit late, I'm hoping that the friend of mine who got it like very close to release is still playing it, because I love that kind of shit. Don't like PvP games. If there's no PvE mode, then I won't play it. Luckily, Monster Hunter is, I think, exclusively PvE. There is no PvP element to it unless you go looking for it. I think Monster Hunter World had like a battle arena, but the rest of the game was entirely PvE. I don't know about Elden Ring multiplayer. I'm pretty sure you can't. No, there is an option to like raid people's worlds just to like attack them, but I don't know like how that works. But yeah, my PvP days are kind of behind me. I had a little bit of a PvP era with a specific mobile game when I was like a teenager. But these days, I don't particularly like it very much. Unless it's like Smash Brothers, like something super, super casual, you know? Or it's like not a fighting game, like Mario Party. I fucking kick anyone's ass in Mario Party any day of the week. I was going back and forth with a friend on it. He said I couldn't do it. I said I could. He then added me to his Steam family. I couldn't back out now. Oh, okay, so it was what I said. Someone told you that you couldn't beat it, and you were like, oh, fuck you, I'm gonna beat it anyway. Damn. Alright, you know, I can stand by that, honestly. I can absolutely stand by that. Spite is a very, very powerful thing. And if my partner was here, he would tell a story about when he was in grade school that had to do with spite. I don't remember all the details, so I won't tell it here. But if you guys are curious, just bring up the power of spite when we're streaming together. Spite, I argue that in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, spite is a more powerful motivator than, like, just inspiration, you know? Inspiration, drive, passion, I think spite, in most cases, can be more powerful than all of them. There's a rune grinding area that you need to invade, but don't have to kill other players at least 3 times. Okay, so you have to invade them, but you don't have to, like, raid them. That's fair. Had to leave for a sec to help up my dad at the vibrator clip. What did I miss? Nothing. We're just talking about the power of spite and how the only reason Jake is playing Elden Ring is out of spite for a friend. Yeah. Spite's powerful. I don't know what else to tell you other than spite is powerful. Sorry, I'm trying to think about how I want to shade his little toe beans. I think if we put the shadows there and then we put a highlight there, that would be fine. But I don't like the shape. I want to kind of have like a... There, kind of like that, yeah. There we go. Just invade and dip. I think most players will understand and go, oh, they're here doing a quest line. Yeah, yeah. Considering how old the game is, I imagine most players would kind of understand that that's what you're doing. Spider's what keeps me waking up in the afternoon. That and lust. Oh my god. I have people say you just don't like PvP because you're bad at it, and yes, there is an element of truth. Yes, I am bad at PvP games, but there are games like COD and Overwatch that I do play PvP because my partners are playing it. But that keeps me away from PvP. What keeps me away from PvP is because people are so rude, it triggers my performance anxiety, so I worry what random people I play with think. That's fair. The reason why I don't play PvP anymore is because I don't like the hyper-competitive nature to it, which is really funny considering that I am me. I definitely have my competitive traits, like my competitive like things that I just refuse to die on, and I'm like, oh yeah, haha, like I'm gonna beat you in this and that, yada yada yada. But it's like, I don't know, PvP in some cases takes it to a point where it's not fun anymore for me, so I just don't like it. Like, for me, there's a time and a place to be competitive, and sometimes gaming just doesn't hit it for me. That's why I play Spike Rush in Valorant. Always hated competitive for the people who can't look past the scoreboard. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of people like that. I don't think he needs shading anywhere else. I think he had some inside the ear in the other emotes. Yeah. Right, yeah. Alright, that'll do it for that. Souls games have gotten better with invading. Most will just say hi and have a respectful fight, and the minority are just there to ruin your day. Yeah, that's the part that worries me. Cause I'm just a baby, guys. I'm just a baby. I don't want to be invaded and like have my entire day ruined by some guy who just fucking murders me while I'm trying to have a good time and learn how to play this game, you know? I'm just a fucking baby. And that's the other thing. My life is so fucking stressful that, like, when I play a game, I don't really want to have to deal with, like, you know, super competitive dickheads and shit like that. Like, I want to relax. I want to have a chill time. Even the horror games that we play, chat, are, like, mostly super, super chill experiences together, you know? It doesn't matter what game I'm playing, I just want to have a chill time because I'm so tired all the time. And competitive play is not chill. Competitive play is for people who have a chill everyday life and need a little bit of excitement, you know? I will beat the shit out of the invader. Oh good, bodyguard Skinner. I'm gonna be real, I can revel in the bloodlust and powing noobs, but I very much would rather slake my other appetites, yeah. Sometimes it feels good to dunk on someone, but for me, it's gotta be someone that you know. And it's gotta be someone who you know is gonna be able to take it well, if that makes sense. Like my partner can take it when I dunk on him because I hardly ever get the ability to dunk on him. So when I do dunk on him, it's like, oh, haha, very funny. Hang on, I'm gonna really quickly drag this emote back over here because I want this color. Alright, pop it back over here now. Alright, nice. This is the color that I want to use for the eyes. Right there. I'm gonna shade the blue of the eyes an entirely different way. Actually, let me hop back on here. I think she has... Okay, I'm gonna use this picture. Sorry, I'm going through my reference pictures. Actually, no, we'll keep those. We'll pop this in there. There we go. Sorry, chat. I will catch up with you in a second. I'm just trying to figure out what's gonna be happening with these eyes. I think I'm gonna put the darker color of the eye up here. That's a good start, I think. Pop this up here. Dunking on dickheads in games feels good. If they're being a wanker first, and you dunk on them in retaliation, yeah, that shit's funny. If they, like, the thing is, if you want it to feel good, you gotta let them take the first hit, you know what I mean? In my opinion, at least. I feel like dunking on someone in revenge is way better than, like, dunking on them and, like, taking the first hit, you know what I mean? You build up their confidence, sorry, you let them feel real good, they're like, oh yeah, haha, I'm totally beating this loser. And then you just absolutely rob them of any sense of joy that they had that night, you know? Sometimes that's fun, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't do it very often, because again, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. Actually, did I do this for the last emote? I might have to bring... There's a couple of edits that I want to make to the... Oh no, there's the bonk. There's a couple edits I want to make to this emote, but we'll get there when we get there. What's this layer? Fucking nothing, I see. Get out of here. Ooh, I see you. Get out of here. My rule is never initiate, always retaliate. That is a good rule to have, Jake, honestly. I have over 300, almost 400 cars in my collection from multiple brands and sizes. That sounds fun. My brother is autistic about cars. He loves that kind of shit. I say autistic. My brother is a multifaceted human being that has multiple interests, and I just call him autistic every time he develops a new interest. Maybe I'm the autistic one, chat. Now we can bring this in. Now that the hair is like fully visible, Because I don't think it was in this shot. Yeah, in the first emote, it's covered by a hand, and in the second emote, it's covered by a hammer. So now that the hair's fully visible, I can, like, really play with it. That's the starting point. Now I can finally start bringing the highlights in. Oh no, hang on, I'm a liar. I forgot to do this bit. There we go. Now we can bring highlight in chat. There we go. Lighting them for my dad who died of cancer. Aw, that's a very nice thing to do. That is a lot of cars though. Like, how do you store them? I'm assuming they're models, but like, even if they're models, that's still a lot. And start there. Thinking... Do want a highlight on the nose. For the eyes, we'll do like this. I'll change the shade of blue, obviously, but... just need a starting point. There we go. I think we will keep it down here, actually. There. Nice. Is he the weirdo for having harmless fun, or are you the weirdo for focusing on someone else's life that can neither harm nor benefit you? Bro, oh my god, literally the Saber Spark drama. Literally the Saber Spark drama that we were talking about earlier in the stream. Genuinely. That situation is messed up. I'm sorry, that whole situation's on the forefront of my brain. Is like, there'll be a moment of silence and then I remember something that I Love Kim Possible a lot said, and I'm like, why did you say that? Like, why? What made you jump to that conclusion? And it boggles my fucking mind, dude. And to be fair, I previously had, like, really good, like, I thought, not highly, but, like, I respected Kim Possible a lot. Like, I love Kim Possible a lot. I didn't watch her content. I didn't enjoy anything like that. My respect specifically came from when she called out Lily Orchard. And I was like, oh yeah, I've heard terrible things about this person, and now there's more. 1 second, chat. Sorry, I'm back. I have a sip. Shelves in a toy box. Oh, okay, that's fair. Fuck Lily Orchard. The stuff I have heard about Lily Orchard is absolutely baller, dude. Like, how? What? Huh? Like, I'm so confused. Like, this is all fucked. It's weird. Wait, who? Okay, there is a lot of moving parts, Riker. There is a, I'm talking about a YouTuber named I Love Kim Possible a lot. That is the username. And she recently came out with allegations against a couple of other content creators. One of them was Saberspark, who is like a cartoon review channel, right? And I don't know whether or not I believe the allegations. What I do believe is that I Love Kim Possible a lot absolutely butchered this case. And if there is a case here, and there is like something legitimately did happen that Saberspark should be held accountable for, I think I Love Kim Possible a lot has kind of ruined that chance. You know? It's just, there's a lot. I remember when and how it all started. I wasn't there for the beginning. The most the biggest thing I know about Lily Orchard is the Stockholm fanfic. That's what I know her for most. That and the stuff that came out last year with her sister Courtney Orchard. I can't remember what last name she uses now. It's not Orchard, it's something else. Courtney Pete? I think it's Courtney Pete. You used to watch it? You used to watch Lily Orchard, or you used to watch Kim Possible? Again, there's a lot of moving parts here. Even Jake is confused. Look, I would offer to put the video on, but we only have an hour and 20 minutes of stream left, and her video is over 2 hours long, so we're not gonna be doing that. But there's a lot of moving parts. Let's make KP crash and burn. I'm not sure. She definitely needs to answer for the video that she made, because that video was fucking weird. And like, one thing that I didn't mention before, but now that I'm thinking about it, I really want to mention it, is every single person, every single person in the, what's it called? In the video that she made, that she's like up against, like this Chris person who made the inappropriate comment, not even about her, but about like what had happened in his like bathroom. So yeah, this Chris guy, Saberspark, and Lily Pete, I love Kim Possible a lot, and accuses all of them of having a crush on her and all of them being jealous that she didn't like them back. All three of them. She makes an off comment about how, oh, they were clearly interested in me, and like part of the reason they did what they did is because they're upset that I didn't love them back. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I believe that. And even if that's true, why is that relevant to the case that you're trying to make in this video? Why was it relevant? The correct answer is that it wasn't. But like, dude. And the thing is, Saberspark has made a response. He denied the allegation against him, which, again, I don't know who I believe on that side of the story. I'm leaning towards Saberspark specifically because of who made the allegations against him. But I do not know for certain, and we will never know for certain. And he made a response, he denied the allegations, and he went over his relationship with I Love Kim Possible a lot. And basically, all he said was, like, we were friends at one point, she moved to LA, we had the same interests, and then I got in a relationship with someone, and we, like our relationship kind of fell apart, we lost contact. That was what he said. And then in Kim Possible's video, she's like, oh, he was, like, clearly interested in me, and I kept telling him that I wasn't interested, and he kept bouncing between women, but every single time he broke up with those women, he would come to me and ask me, like, if I was, available to, like, date. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And that's something that's always bothered me. I've known a lot of girls in my life who, like, the second they disagree with, like, someone disagrees with them, or, like, someone does something to them, the response is, oh, they only did it because, like, they clearly had a crush on me and I clearly didn't reciprocate. And don't get me wrong, that does happen. I've seen that happen, legitimately. But, like, just because it happens legitimately doesn't mean it's happening to you, if that makes sense. Like, I know what a nice guy turned, like, evil, so to speak, looks like, you know? I know what that looks like. I had a guy who tried to court me, right? we started, he broke up with his girlfriend that he was with at the time to ask me out on a date, which I thought, like, I should have seen the red flag and ran, but I didn't. And then he broke up with me a week after we started dating because I wouldn't, like, I refused to have sex with him. And now there are people that I went to university with who believe that I support bestiality and pedophilia because he spread that rumor about me around after he broke up with me and I didn't chase him. I got with someone else. Like, I know what that's like. I know what that's like. But the way that Kim Possible is, like, explaining the situation doesn't sound like it, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is the brony community, so, like, realistically, what did we expect? We are talking about fucking bronies at the end of the day. Why isn't this working? Oh, it is working. I'm just being stupid. It's actually fucking wild. I don't... And, like, the thing is, at the end of the video, she has a... I Love Kim Possible a lot, has a section about Lily Pete, or Lily Orchard. And she's like, there's, like, I'm sorry that I didn't, like, reciprocate your feelings, and, like, now you're upset with me, all because I didn't want to be a part of your harem and stuff. And she has, like, an audio clip that's supposed to be quote-unquote proof that Lily Orchard had romantic feelings for KP, and she wanted to date KP. But the audio clip that she attached, it really doesn't sound like it. It just sounds like two friends having a joke around, you know? It genuinely, I did not, from the audio clip, get the vibe that Lily Orchard had feelings for I Love Kim Possible a lot. Not once did I get that impression from the audio clip that she played. It was really fucking weird. I was like, dude, really? Like, is this the only evidence you have that this person, like, tried to pursue you? Actually? Because if it is, oof, I'm sorry, but yeah, I think you're wrong. And I feel really bad that I'm defending Lily Orchard of all people. Like, that feels disgusting. I don't want to do that. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. Look at this boy. You really went firing full barrel with the slander, the crazy ex, not the other- Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. You know why he went so bad? Because the person that I dated after him is the person that I wanted to date before I got with him, and the only reason I dated him instead of the other person is because he told me that the other person had a crush on someone else, and that the other person would never be interested in me. And I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. And then he was like, oh, but I'm right here. You can date me. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay, I suppose so. And then, yeah, after he broke up with me, a week after getting with me, I started talking to that person again, and we connected, and turns out he had feelings for me, and he didn't pursue me because this guy told him that I didn't like him, I liked the other guy. And so the guy that I was actually into was like, oh, okay, I guess I won't pursue this then. Which is so funny. He lied to both of us to get to me, and then he got pissed off when I wouldn't immediately fuck him. It was fucking wild, dude. Sometimes I wonder where he is now, honestly. I don't wonder enough to actually go checking, but I do wonder. She needs to keep Kim Possible out of her name. It is so difficult to not call her Kim Possible, because my brain doesn't want to call her I Love Kim Possible a lot, because it's too long. But my brain also doesn't want to call her KP, for whatever reason. I don't know why, it just doesn't want to do it. And so I keep calling her Kim Possible, and I'm like, no, that's not her name. Alright, sorry, I did go quiet for a second. I was just really focusing on this eye. Put that in there. And then I've got to do... I'm gonna borrow a color from this picture. My head hurts from all the plot lines to keep track of. There is a lot. There's a lot of moving parts. It's all because I watched the drama video, like, right before the stream started, so it's, like, all fresh in my brain. But yeah, there is a lot of moving parts. Alright, so we're gonna do... Ooh, actually, I should have done that on a separate layer. Ooh, no, don't make it crooked. That'll do. And now we can come in. What do you guys think? That's a cute eye, right? I think we might get rid of the second... the oval-shaped one. This one. Might get rid of that. Oops. Do this. That's cute. I like that. Easy. Pop this over here. Yeah, we'll pop it there. It'll cover up the corner of the eye, but I think it's fine. There we go. Easy. Are there any elements that I missed? I don't think so. Before we carry on, I'm gonna, hang on. First of all, put all these in here. Name this 3. Before we carry on, this one. Turn these off for a minute. Play around with the eyelids. The eyelids are what I want to play with. I'm gonna really quickly have a look at one of my... Ah, this one's perfect. Okay. So this guy's got blue eyes, so I'm gonna use, like, blue undertones. But I'm gonna color pick from the pink that I've got here on this other... Sorry, trying to... I'm gonna color pick from this other picture, which is using pink, and then I'm gonna correct it to blue. Because I want to get the hues correct. This is just to make the eyes pop out a little bit more. Make it a bit more visually interesting. There we go, we'll do that on one layer. Oh shit, what was that? Oh, it was my cat. Sorry, my cat scared the fuck out of me just then. And then we'll do these ones. The fireworks tomorrow are gonna suck, or today I guess. Wait, why are there fireworks? Oh, you entered another sweepstakes? Sweepstakes is what I meant to say. Good luck. I could just, you know, keep it actually straight like that. And then pop one here. Memorial Day. Oh, really? Didn't know that. You said fireworks and my brain immediately went 4th of July and I'm like, Silv, June hasn't even passed yet. Slow the fuck down. Right, and then we'll grab this. And we can pop it here. looks pretty cute, but again, this character is supposed to be, they have blue eyes. So I'm gonna basically grab this. We're just gonna shift it over to like a blue. Oops. Yeah. I'm so glad that I remembered how to do this. I'm looking at an old emote sheet that I did, but looks great. His eyes pop so much more now. I think that's cute. And then we can turn the blushes back on. Nice. Okay. That's much cuter. I'm happy with that. The world will be forever changed in October. Don't come in here making ominous I've forgotten the word. Don't come in here making ominous posts like that. Why is the world gonna change in October? You have to talk to me as if I live under a rock, chat. We've been through this. What is happening in October? On a cuter note, I saw a hedgehog in a garage and she's got babies. Oh, that's so cute! We can't have hedgehogs in Australia. At least I don't think we can. Last time I checked, no. Like, you're not allowed to have hedgehogs in Australia. Which makes sense. But still, Sag. Alright, chat. Emote 4 of 5. Actually, this one, because it's so big, I could probably just draw it with the thick lines. I think I'm gonna do that. It doesn't matter, that point is going to be covered up by the eyebrow anyway. I want to have 2 macaws as pets, 1 female and 1 male. Oh, that would be so cute! My cat's getting antsy. It's almost time. He's got like another hour to wait though. My cat's got a couple of new toys, courtesy of my partner. He's got like a little plush toy snake. And my partner found like his old karate belts from when he was a kid, and they were huge. And so instead of throwing them away, I tied them up and I braided them together. So I have this massive braided rope in my house. And the reason I braided it was because I was like, oh, Nemi might like a really big toy. A toy that's like way closer to his size to like play with and wrap around and stuff. He is terrified of these ropes. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because of how long they are. Maybe it's because of how heavy they are. Maybe it's the texturing. I don't know. But I pick up this rope that I've braided together, and I like slowly walk towards Nemi because I want to like play with him with it. I want him to like wrestle the string. I think it'd be fun. And he bolts and he hides. And it's not like his usual ambush predator, like, you know, hide and wait for an opening to pounce. He is terrified of this thing. And I don't know why, but because he's so scared of it, I might have to throw it away. Sorry, it's tea time. Yummy stuff. And again, the point of this eye will be covered by the eyebrows, that's fine. Ow. That was very rude, Jake. I can't believe you've done this to me. Also, chat, I'm not gonna lie, now that I've told that story about my quote-unquote, I don't think I would call him a nice guy, but since that's the example I used him in, like my quote-unquote nice guy ex, I'm like mad curious where he is now. I mean, I think I know where he is, because shortly after we broke up, and he started spreading that kind of shit about me, obviously the people who didn't know he was a shitty person kind of believed him, but his reputation like tanked after that, and a lot of people didn't believe him, and he had like what I can only describe as a psychotic break. and he ended up going back home to his home state, and I think he's still there, but like I don't know what happened to him after that. Oh my god, Husky, hello! How are you? Welcome in! Have you had your debut yet? I'm assuming... No, you said you were having your debut in June. I was just curious. I got excited. I saw your name and I was like, ooh! You're doing well. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in. We're working on an emote pack for one Lombi Lombax. I was kind of hoping to have it finished and be able to edit the sketches for a different commission today, but I think all we're gonna be able to do is these emotes. June 1st, 3 PM Central. When is that for me? I'm gonna have a look. Hang on. I'm having a check. CST to AEST. 1 PM. Aw, oh, damn. That's 4 in the morning for me. Okay. Alright. I most likely will not be there. But if you have the VOD up, then I'll check out the VOD. Because, yeah, that's... like, I can stay up a little bit. I can wake up a little bit early to see. But, like, 4 in the morning I think is a little bit outside my capabilities. Who knows though, maybe I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh my god, it's Husky's stream, and then I won't be able to sleep until I come in and check. I don't blame you, yeah. Maybe one day I'll catch one of your streams, maybe just not the debut. We'll see what happens. Maybe you'll catch the end of it. Maybe. If I wake up early enough, I'll be able to sneak in a quick, like, hello before the stream ends. This emote's so fucking weird. I don't know what- oh yeah, that's right, I still have to pick the font for the emotes. I completely forgot about that. I forgot the bonk emote needs to have font on it. Right there. Oh wait, hang on. There. Alright, before we continue, what font am I gonna use? I usually use, where is it? Where's the font that I'm gonna be replacing my script with? I think it's this one. We'll grab white, and then we'll make the border purple. Text, edge. Actually, no, we won't make it purple because I'm not using purple line art for the emotes. We'll use black. Okay. That's tiny. Sorry, we'll make it huge. 1 second. We'll also make the edge huge. Yeah, like that. Where was this supposed to go? Right there, okay. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna write out the whole word. I was gonna put all the letters on separate layers, but I don't think I need to. You just go like that. I don't know why, but my computer's lagging at this. It really doesn't like adding text to these emotes. Come on, go up. This is unfortunate. There we go. Okay, and I might, if I can free transform this. I can't because it's text. Alright, hang on 1 second. Yeah, I want to make it a bit skinnier and a bit bigger. Excuse me. That'll do. And I keep forgetting little details in the emotes. I'm glad that I'm going back. Playing Crisis. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why. It just really, really does not like it. How are you? Oh, hello! Mama Kotov? Mama Kotov? Industrious? I don't know what you want to be called, but hello! Indus. Okay, hello. Welcome in. It has been a while. I'm sorry, my freshly folded towels just fell and I had to redo them. The world will change in October because of an echo in time. Or at least that's where I think it's coming from. It feels very heavy. Ooh. I got flashbacks to an old job at the mention of folded towels. Oh no. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Alright, so I'm gonna mimic the, what I did for these, like the blushies. I'm gonna mimic that for the bonk. I forgot that I needed to add like bonk lines. Busy. Art exams are the next day after tomorrow. Damn. I hope that goes well for you. Is it like an art theory or like an art prac exam? I'm assuming it's an art theory exam. Actually, what I'm gonna do, yeah, duplicate that. This one is gonna get the blur. I gotta try and remember how I did that that effect. I literally did it earlier in the stream, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so this one is add glow. This one is overlay. And then with a thinner brush, we go inside. Oh, no, on a separate layer. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's it. Nice. That's the other thing though. I can't, I have to put a folder within a folder to make this work. There we go. Wait, did that also change how it looks? Hang on. It did! Oh, god damn it. Okay. Trying to think. I merge selected layers. Yeah, it still changes. Okay. Alright. I just really, really, really wanted my layers to look clean. But that's okay. They can be messy for a bit, and then we'll clean them up later. Sorry, guys. I will catch up with you in a second. I'm concentrating. Alright, there. And now what I'm gonna do is all of the layers that are labeled as add glow are gonna be down here. Alright, I think that's all of them. There. Oh, no, that wasn't all of them. There's one down here. That's alright. Alright, there. Alright, good. Good, 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 good. Now all the overlay layers can go together. I'm sorry. I wanted to do this a more effective way, but, like, it would have changed how the layers look. If that makes sense. So I have to do it this way. In order to keep the integrity of the effect, I suppose. There. And then all these normal lines. There, the bonk looks so much nicer now. It looks so much nicer now. Okay. Done. This one, that one's fine as it is. This is the one that we're working on now. Alright, hang on. I'm catching up with chat. Let's see what I did during half year. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Speaking of emotes, do you like how I commissioned a group of emotes and I haven't even streamed yet? No, actually, that's a very common thing. This pack of emotes that I'm working on and my last pack of emotes commission were both for people who hadn't started streaming yet. And I think having, I usually sell my emotes in packs of 5 because I think 5 is a healthy number for someone who's just about to start streaming. But I do bigger emote packs. I think it's a really great idea to have, at the very, very least, 5 emotes when you start streaming. If you have the money for it, that is. If you don't need them to start streaming, but I think it's really fun and it's a really nice thing to have. I used to work in a hotel. Most of the time I was washing towels in big-ass machines and folding them to put them in the supply closets. It was humid as fuck. Aw, damn. I will try my best to be less spooky in the future. At least a little less spooky. Just finished my sculpture of plastic. I pray that it will not fall again. Aww. I hope so too. I hope everything goes well for your art exam. You can't apply them until you're Twitch affiliate though. Yeah, but getting Twitch affiliate is actually very easy. Getting Twitch affiliate is really easy. What are the requirements? I'm doing it for my friends for free. I get paid to do my commission work. Mostly because it's like one of my only sources of income at the moment, so I kind of have to charge people for it, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I believe I'm gonna check. It's in the achievements section. Achievements. Here we go. Path to affiliate. So in order to get affiliate, you need to reach 3 average viewers. You need to stream on 7 different days in a 30-day period. You need to stream for a total of 8 hours, and you need to reach 50 followers. When I reached affiliate, the hardest part was reaching 50 followers. when I started streaming, like, I think, like, the first month I had started streaming, I already had, like, an average viewer base of 3. I think it was 3, literally. Reaching 50 followers was the hardest part, and I think I did it the year that I started streaming. I think I reached affiliate the same year I started streaming. But that being said, I didn't get any affiliate money until, I think, a year and a half into being an affiliate. Like, being affiliate, getting to affiliate is the easy part. Getting paid after you hit affiliate is the hard part. Oh, I should be doing this all on separate layers. What am I doing? Orange. We'll grab the white again. We'll get white. We'll get the blue for the eyes. I keep forgetting that I need to do these on separate layers. Tooth is white as well. We'll get the red, which is basically just going to be the whole emote. Yeah, like that. Then we'll grab this color. And then we'll grab this color. Easy. Okay. Let me really quickly reformat these. Yeah, just put the red on the bottom. Easy. I didn't know the ad revenue stuff didn't come immediately with affiliate. No. No. Okay, so for those of you who are curious, the way the affiliate program works, and I recommend you guys look in, if you're heading into Twitch streaming with, like, the idea of potentially making money off of it, I highly recommend you look into this before you, like, start streaming. But generally speaking, the affiliate program allows you to start collecting revenue. It is not a guaranteed thing of revenue. Like, you can run ads on your streams, but basically speaking, Twitch will hold on to any revenue you make, whether it be from subscribers, whether it be from ad revenue, whether or not it's like, you know, stuff like that. They will hold on to it until you reach $50 US, right? Once you hit $50 US, then they pay you out. And I'm pretty sure at the moment, the current... Let me open the back end of Twitch. Let's get a little bit complicated with it, chat. If I have a look at earnings, I'm not gonna show you guys this, but on average, I get ads, subs. On average, I will get roughly, I think, like 20 cents worth of ads per stream, if that makes sense. The ad revenue, where do I see that? Revenue sources, is it here? No, it's not here. There's a thing in the back end of Twitch where, like, it shows you what the current rate for clicking on ads is. I'm not sure where to find it, but yeah, I run a 4-hour stream, roughly. And I run, I think, what is it? It's like a minute and a half worth of ads every half hour? I don't remember how often I run ads, but I run ads like at least every half hour. And yeah, you just don't earn that much from it. You really don't. I had more to say, but then my brain got fried and I lost what I had to say, so I'm really sorry. There was more to that thought. It's gone now. Gift subs are where it's at. Gift subs are in fact where it's at, because then your followers don't lose any money, because it's a gift sub, it's from Twitch, and they get to steal money from Jeff Bezos, and that money goes into your pocket. So gift subs are fantastic. We love gift subs in this house. Alright, and then this should be shaded. But yeah, you don't get like a monthly allowance or like a monthly payout from Twitch. You have to hit a threshold, and sometimes sometimes you don't hit that threshold. You just don't. Like I said, my first paycheck from Twitch was, I think, like a year or a year and a half after I had reached affiliate. I can actually see all of my payout history on the back end of Twitch. Up until this year. This year is different. This year has been very good to me so far. But I've been an affiliate for like maybe 4 years. And up until this year, I was lucky to get 2 payouts a year. Basically, is what that's like. Gotta get on the grind, give subs to where it's at. Ooh, my dentist says I grind in my sleep. Perfect. That's exactly what you need. ADHD? Yes. Yes. Right there. Now that's all the base stuff. Trying to think about how I'm gonna shade this piece. I think I have a similar one on the other set of emotes that I had made. This one? This one actually doesn't have an awful lot of shading. That's okay, we can make that work. Most of the shading is in the eyes. And like maybe a highlight on the nose. We can work with that. And get the highlight on the nose going. Guess that does make sense. It needs to hit a minimum before you get disbursement. Yeah. It's... The thing is, a lot of people start Twitch streaming and they don't realize that that's what it is. And that's unfortunate because a lot of people will come in and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna start streaming, I'm gonna hit affiliate, and then like, I don't know, I'm like, especially for disabled people, it's like, I'm gonna finally be able to have some financial independence, or I'm finally gonna be able to like quit my job that's very, very physically and mentally taxing on my body because of my disabilities, or this, that, and the other. And then they find out that that's not quite how it works, you know? And dare I say, sometimes, being a Twitch streamer is more physically and emotionally taxing than any day job you will ever get. Sometimes it is. And there's just no way around that, I'm afraid. Guess you should start off by selling toe bean pics and doing bathtub streams. Bathtub streams will get you places. That's why I'll never be an animator. I am easily distracted. I am an animator. I went to university for animation. I got my degree in interactive media. I've been animating since I was 11. But yeah, it definitely has its moments. I haven't been able to produce like a quote-unquote properly finished animation basically since I graduated, because I have so much going on and my brain is like actually fried. I am working on one. I am working on one very slowly, but I started it like 2 years ago. And I want it to come out this year, but it probably won't. I'm gonna be so for real, it probably won't. Since there's gonna be like very little shading on this piece, I'm just gonna do all of the shading and highlights on one layer. Well, I mean, I guess I technically have done finished animations if you count my PNG tuber children. But I mean like short film level, because I used to do it a lot for uni. And now I struggle really, really hard. I tried to replicate the structure that my animation classes had. And I'm like, okay, if I replicate the structure and I can replicate the environment, then surely I'll be able to create another short film, right? And that's just not how it works for me. Which is sad because I have a lot of like, a lot of stories that I want to bring into animation. I've pivoted to comics. Because for some reason my brain has a much easier time handling
life
comics.
is too short, so love the one you got. Cause you might get run over, or you might get shot. Never start no static, I just get it off my chest. Never had to battle with no bulletproof vest. Take a small example, take a tip from me. Take all of your money, give it all to charity. Lovin' is what I got.
What's that a quote from? I'm assuming that's a quote, at least. And if I give all my money to charity, then I'm afraid I'll probably die. A bit grim. But that's the world that we live in right now. Sounds like song lyrics. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm curious what it is, though. Oh, fuck. Don't spin. Don't spin. Right there. There we go. Look at that. This emote also needs text, if I remember correctly. It needs the kek written here. Hi, Nem. Aw, I love your little meow yawns. Have you ever heard of Yonkagore songs? No. No. I have not, I'm afraid. Oh, I gotta fix the edging. Hang on. Make it like 23. No, not thick enough. What about, yeah. Make it a little too thick, because then I'll make the font bigger. Compensate. Ooh, not like that. Maybe there. There. This is the one that needs to be like up and down. There is another K in there, so I'll pop that there. This is like E. I can resize this afterwards. For now, I just want to get it down. Alright, and then there's a W in here. Oh, the W is huge, but that's okay. We can just... there, make it work. Okay, now I can put all these together. Is it WK or KW? Did I fuck it up? Hang on. Oh, it's KW. I fucked it up. Okay. Hang on. I never know what's happening. KW. There. Hang on, chat. I need to focus for a second. Because the second I stopped paying attention was the second I fucked it up. I might have to redo the font on this one, but for now, I think it's fine. Eh. Okay, this is 4. What? Get in there. Get in. There we go. Took long enough. Alright. We'll catch up. Silv lives under a rock. You have to assume they've never heard of it. Yes. Yes. Yes, you fucked it up. Damn. Come on, guys. I'm just trying my best, okay? I know sometimes my best is not enough, but I'm trying, okay? Alright. Real quick, before we do this last emote, I know we only have like 30 minutes, but I really need to go to the bathroom. So give me like 3 seconds. I'm gonna go pee, and then I'll be right back. I'm back. What the fuck? My man. No! Stop! No, my man! Nemi, come here. Nemi, I want you to look at the screen. I want you to tell me. Do you. Husky, no! Not you too! No! Nemi, can you believe this? Rogue and Jake have turned Husky to the dark side. They're burning my chat. Nemi, look! Nemi, look, there's fire in my chat. My cat doesn't care. He just wants to give me kisses. No, Skinner, please help. Waha, Jake, you're evil. Why are you so evil, Jake? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. Sorry, Nemi. Nemi's upset with how loud I'm getting. Skinny, you know what you did. Wait, Skinner, I checked if you were here. Did you? I have to scroll up and check. I have to scroll up and check. What have you done? Oh my god, this went on the second I left. The second I left. You did not check if she was here. I used the viewer list? Damn. No, not the pup! When will I learn? When will I learn that when I'm streaming, I'm literally not allowed to get up and pee? Because the second I get up and pee is the second this shit happens. And it's specifically when I get up to pee as well. If I get up for anything else, it's fine. I have it on my PS5, you fool. Are you watching the stream on a PlayStation 5 right now? That's fucking wild if you are. To be fair, I put, when Brent is streaming, or when my friend Loki is streaming, sometimes I'll put him on the smart TV. Skinner, wait, can we talk about this? No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can. I think this is a pretty punishable offense. Jake, you're first. I regret nothing. No, please. Damn, the 5-minute timeout. Ooh. Oh my god, Rogue's there too. Let Husky off with a warning. He didn't know any better. We'll give Husky a warning. Give him like a minute. Oh damn, nope, never mind. You all get 5 minutes. Y'all shouldn't have messed with Skinner, my dude. There you go. Alright, we fixed Huskies at the very least. The sad thing about this, though, Skinner, is that they're not gonna learn a lesson from this. Actually, no, they will. You know what lesson they'll learn? They'll learn to make sure that you're not in the chat when they do it. That's what they're gonna learn from this. They're gonna do it again. This isn't gonna stop them. As long as we know that it's all in good fun, we're timing people out in jest, we're not being serious. Just gives them time to think about what they want to say when they get back. If they come back. Maybe we piss them off. I don't know. I think this is the more detailed of the emotes. I'm getting back to work now, by the way. I'm focusing on my work now that they're gone. Oh heck, I didn't know I did a bad. No, it's okay, Husky. It's a joke that we have on the streams. You're not actually in trouble. It's all good. Jake loves to set fire to the chat when I go to the bathroom, and we love to time him out because of it. Rogue is also a regular on the stream. We don't time out like that for like actual punishable offenses. If we time you out for something you actually did wrong, then we won't make a spectacle out of it. We'll just quietly time you out. If we're making a big deal out of it, then it's because, like, it's just a funny haha. Hello, I thought I might have lagged or something. Nah, you are a-okay. Everything's fine. Usually if someone's, like, fucking around, I don't time out. I just ban them. We timed someone out for like 2 minutes once because they promoted ad blockers instead of subscribing to the channel. And everyone in the chat pulled out like the gun emoji and we timed them out for 2 minutes. It was really funny. Me and Silv are Aussies, so we take the piss. Yeah, we're Australian. We love taking the piss. And in this Twitch stream, taking the piss means timing people out for like 5 minutes every now and again. Gosh, we need to... We're already 5 months into the year, so we can't do it now. There'd be way too much footage to go and back check. But eventually, we should have a counter for like every time that Jake has gotten timed out in the year and why he got timed out. I think that's really funny. Because Jake is always the one that gets timed out. We'll have like 2 videos. We'll have like a best of, where we have like some of the better clip highlights all compiled into one video. And then we'll have a second video that's just the best of Jake, and it's every time Jake gets timed out in the stream. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty funny. Picking on Jake has become a very core part of the stream. Thank you for reminding me to turn off my ad block. Aw, that's sweet. My favorite thing to do, because I'm very, like, poor, I can't afford to subscribe to Twitch channels that I love. So my favorite thing to do is to hop into the chats, and instead of complain about the ads, because I hate when people complain about the ads, what I instead love to do is hop into the chat and be like, hey guys, wouldn't it be awful if we were all really, really mean and we all decided to, like, throw a bunch of gift subs and bits at this streamer? I do it all the time with Chai, because Chai gets really, really easily flustered. But also part of the reason I do it is because I do hate the ads, and I feel like if I can encourage people to give gift subs to the streamer, then there's a chance that I get one of those gift subs. You know what I mean? Very sneaky, I know. But it's a way to complain about the ads without actually complaining about the ads and making the streamer feel terrible. Because no streamer wants to hear someone in their chat complaining about the ads. Diabolic. I know. I'm so evil. My evil trait is that I encourage people with money to spend their money on streamers that I like. Like, I don't have money to support them, but you do have money, so you definitely should. I live. Hello, Jake. Welcome back. What have we learned? At last, after 10,000 years, I am free. Time to conquer the earth. No! Actually, you know what? You can conquer the earth as long as, like, I'm taken care of, and I'm fine, and I'm all good, you know? If Rogue taking over the world means that I can finally get, like, my knee taken care of, and potentially also my ear, then, like, I don't care. Do what you need to do. Now. Oh, Skinner. I love when you exude, like, mod energy. It's really funny to me. I don't know why, I just love it. I learned that I can't trust the Twitch chat viewer list. Okay, so what are you gonna do instead? Are you going to perhaps not set the chat on fire anymore? Is that something that is potentially in your future? No more setting fires? I learned nothing and I'll do it again. Yeah, I expected that from you. I expected that from you. When you were getting banned, your last comment was, I regret nothing. So, yeah, that's fair. That's on record. Yep. That tracks. Fire is very fun to play with. Oh, you guys. God, I even remember the very first stream that you guys did that in. It was specifically the second last Alan Wake stream that we ever did. Not Alan Wake 2, Alan Wake 1. It was the second last Alan Wake stream we ever did. There was only maybe like 4 people in the chat. It was Rogue, Jake, Swift, and like one other person. And it was a very low view count day, but the chat was like popping. We were having some great discussions, and then out of nowhere, you guys just all decided to work together and set fire to the chat. And now it has become tradition. Something eucalyptus trees. Oh, who was that? Who was that? Bluesmoon775. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to this mess. I hope you're having a good time, whatever time zone you're in. Alright, what's the time? Oh, shit. Oh, bruv. I've only got like 15 minutes. I'm not gonna finish this emote in 15 minutes. I can get really close. I might finish it off stream just so that I can check this off my commission list. That way, instead of having 4 commissions due, I only have 3. I really, really want to finish this tonight. Because I love having commissions, guys, but I hate having a commission queue, if that makes sense. The second I have, like... Honestly, the second I have 2 commissions lined up, I start to stress a little bit, you know? So, since I've got 4 in my queue at the moment, I'm very, very grateful to everyone who decided that I was worth spending their money on. But, like, I have to get it done, you know? My brain is, like, not happy with the fact that I have so much work that is not done yet. And so I have to do it. Won't let me rest until I do it. That's true, you are in said queue. That don't stop us, that- no, it doesn't. Helped my mum with her mobile game in Mark 3 and got her 7 days of unlimited lives. Oh, that's cool. And yes, Rogue, you are also- actually, once the emotes are done, once Lumbie's emotes are done, you're next in line, Rogue. There's one person before Lumbie that I'm waiting to get approval from. I sent them their concepts a little bit before the stream. That's the animated pet that we were working on last week. And once that gets approved, I just have to, like, export it in the correct format and send it over. After Lumbie approves of his emotes, you're next, and then Skinner is after you. So I'm really, really hoping that maybe tomorrow? Oh, like matching 3, that's what you meant, okay. Maybe tomorrow, if I have time, because I still need to take pictures of all my new Etsy inventory. If the person for the first commission, like, approves everything tomorrow, then I'll get all their stuff done, and then all I have left to do is Skinner's commission and Rogue's commission. And then hopefully, we can make some good progress on that. If I have time this week, then this week. Otherwise, it'll be the next art stream. Although I probably won't have time this week because I have to get my Etsy stuff ready. I have to start prepping stuff for my other account for anyone who was here earlier in the stream. You know what I'm talking about. Busy. Could I push this a little bit? Nah. I'll color that in though. I'm gonna leave the YN because I think that's really funny for a hug emote. But instead of handwriting it, I'm gonna use that font again. Alright. We'll do Lombi, and then I'll just make the your name character, like, grey. I might use the same grey I did for the hand in the first emote. I think that's fun. What I'm hearing is I'll most likely hear from you tomorrow or Tuesday my time. Yeah, hopefully. If I have time to... if I don't have time to take the pictures tomorrow, then I won't have anything scheduled to do, so I'll kind of have to... Like, I'm like, oh, the only thing I have lined up is commissions. If I can take the pictures tomorrow, then it'll probably be a little bit later. But once my Etsy store, like my new Etsy product update is set up, I'll have a little bit more time, and I'm gonna pump some commissions out because I'm tired of having them sitting in my queue. I want them finished. I say that. I know some people, their commission has only been in my waiting queue for like a week, but for me a week is too much. I need it done. You're a busy person, these things happen. I know. Gonna head off to bed. Oh, good night, Husky! Thanks for stopping by. Lovely to see you. And yes, I am very busy. But that being said, I still like to try and keep on top of my commission work as much as I can. Unfortunately, it has reached a point where most weeks I can only work on commissions for this like 4-hour stream, and then I'm unable to touch them for the rest of the week. But I'm trying to change that. Yeah, we'll finish Lombi up first, and then we will do the little guy. I'm keen for Skinner's commission. Skinner's getting kind of like a storytelling based commission. Like, and by that I mean it's like a picture that is like part of a greater story or a greater like fan fiction. So I'm excited for that one. That one's gonna be fun. Is it weird I like watching the process? Absolutely not. It's beneficial to me as the commissioner that you guys watch the process. Because a lot of my time when I commission people, or when I get commissions from people, sorry, like, yeah, sure, a lot of the time goes into artwork, but I want to say like 50% of the time is sending work in progress stuff to commissioners and waiting for them to respond. Which is why some of my commissions take as long as they do. Like, Skinner, I finished your first commission, your zombie Vanny commission, like, really, really quick because you were in the chat. And that made my life super easy because I was able to get feedback from you in real time. My cat's going schizo mode. 1 second, guys. He might be stuck. Eddie, where are you? Get down! What are you doing? I thought you were trapped somewhere. Stop that! Come inside. Gonna stay out there? Stop doing that. You're nasty. Why were you even up there? Shit. Come here. Let me give you a pet. You don't want pets? Okay. Stay down here, okay? Naughty boy. Holy shit. Oh. Sorry, guys. Skinner put Nemesis in timeout. Yeah, he needs to be put in timeout. Motherfucker. So, I have a balcony, which we have put a big catnet up in, like, to protect Nemi so that he doesn't go anywhere. And I've lost my train of thought now. So basically, on the balcony, we have, like, it connects to our kind of, like, open space, which is where I am right now, and also to our, like, outdoor space, if that makes sense. Like, where outside of our living room is what I'm trying to say. The outside of our living room is where it's connected. And he's like, the fly screen for the living room is right there on the balcony, and he's decided that it's his new mission to like jump up onto like the tiny windowsill that the window is on and start absolutely clawing and ripping and digging at the fly screen. That fly screen is fucked now. We have to get that replaced when we eventually decide to move out. But like, holy hell. He does not need to do that. He scared the fuck out of me because the sound he was making, it was like violent rattling and shaking, and it made me think that he had gotten stuck somewhere. Which is really bad because he's a huge cat. But no, he was just absolutely destroying the fly screen. I'm gonna get my dog on you? What does that even mean? Literally, what does that mean? Are people mad at me because I raised my voice at my cat? Is that what that is? Oh, well, you know, he's my cat. So, you know, it is what it is. At least all I did was yell at him. Just for that, I'm gonna get my hamster on you. Oh no, okay. I can handle the dog. I draw the line at the hamster. Oh my goodness. I can't take it. No. Anyway. I think he's fine now. I think he's chilling outside. He's okay. I've told my partner before, and we need to take that fly screen down so that he stops climbing on it, but he's already, like, permanently fucked it with his claws, so, like, is there even a point in taking it down? I don't know. After the stream, I'm gonna check out how bad it is. And if it's still salvageable, then I'll take it down. Because, yeah, it makes an awful noise, chat. I don't know if my microphone picked it up. It makes an awful noise. What's the time? Oh no, we've only got 6 minutes. Okay. I probably will finish this emote off stream. That way I can send a finished product over tonight. And then next week we can work on Rogue's commission. And Rogue will be in stream, so we'll make a lot of progress. I won't have to wait for feedback. And then hopefully, we can get the starting process of Skinner's one done as well. I want to be able to take more commissions closer to my partner's birthday, because the money that I've gotten from these commissions has to go towards taxes. But that means there's no money left for me to do anything nice for my partner. So closer to my partner's birthday, I want to have an empty queue so I can pick up more stuff so I can get him something nice. I once owned a cat that made a small dog her bitch. That sounds like my partner's old roommate's cat, Mahalia. Their cat is maybe like a third the size of Nemi. But I just know that if Nemi and that cat interacted, Mahalia would make Nemi her bitch. Nemi would make the first move because Nemi likes to pick on cats that are smaller than him, but he would regret it very quickly. I never saw her move that fast before. It was crazy. God, that sounds low-key kind of scary, honestly. Alright, I was kind of hoping to at the very least finish the shading before the end of the stream, but I don't think I have. And I could extend the stream to finish the emote, but my throat is really sore. Like, really sore. Because on top of the streams, I also do, like, little vlog clips throughout the day because I have, like, a separate YouTube channel called Silv's Writing Room, where I do, like, little artist vlogs and stuff. So I'm talking a lot throughout the day. I need a break. I'm tired of talking. Well, the dog ran that fast before. That was both terrifying and funny. Oh, damn. Is it one of those things that's like terrifying in the moment and funny in hindsight? Or is it like both at the same time? And even though we haven't colored the, actually, I should just pop the base colors for the Your Name character in now. I'm gonna really quickly copy them from the other emote. 1 second. I could have bucket tooled this, but this is the hill that I'm dying on now, I suppose. Okay. The first one. Okay, okay. Funny in hindsight. So I'm really quickly just gonna hop on over here, borrow this, come back over here. We'll grab, I think that's a good shadow color. Come back in here. Oops. Yeah. And then we'll grab... Actually, I think I've got to make that shadow color darker. Can't quite see it. There we go. And then we'll grab a nice highlight color. Oh, my cat's coming back inside. He's had time to think about what he's done. Are you okay? Are you done being upset with Mummy because Mummy yelled at you for crawling all over the flyer screen like a fucking menace? He's fine now. He's chirping. Hey, baby. You feeling okay? You get all your energy out on the fly screen? Nice seeing you today, Silv. Hope you have the rest of the day goes good for you. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna finish up this emote, do my leg exercises, and probably head to bed. I'm gonna call it night, girls, ghouls, and anything in between. Alright, I think now is a good time to go to sleep then. Everyone's wrapping up. I'll finish my work off stream. Good night, everybody. I hope you're having a lovely time zone, whatever time zone you may be in. I'm gonna finish my tea real quick. Thanks, Jake. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at any point, bless you. And we're doing Super Mario RPG tomorrow. I'm really, really hoping that we can finish it because we didn't get to finish it last week. But something tells me that it's not over just yet. Good night, everyone. I hope to see you tomorrow.